12 years. I never expected it to turn out like this. TheBoxingVoice.com. Shout out to the community, man. I appreciate y'all.
What's happening, people?
Info Joe, Los Angeles, in the building.
Adrian, the problem Rowan, the man from the frozen tundra.
Keem, straight out of Florida.
Liz Lowe, Decatur, Georgia.
You already know what it is. It's the Queen, Martha K, Detroit, stand up.
David Maldonado, New York City. Yo, Nuss, don't cut me off, man. Don't cut me off.
King Amin of Essex, catch me for them championship rounds.
Big Superman, Plainview, Texas.
Davidian in Buffalo. God bless you all.
In Jesus' name.
Without y'all, it ain't nothing. Without the callers, it ain't nothing, man.
Bad Girl, TKO, San Diego, California.
Big Fish, Vegas, Palm Beach, Florida. Intrigue, the incredible, straight out the ATL. James Benitez, Huntsville, Alabama. It ain't hating, it's just the truth.
Show Kid, Mount Vernon, New York, suckers.
SDS Promotions.
Coach Mide from London, UK.
Let's go! I'm ready!
Checking in from Tennessee, it's Lethal James, P-A-Y-N-E. It's lethal.
Line 6 Reed, just spreading that boots gospel.
Bo from Bama, only in America.
Well, I'm a true attestation to the American dream.
King Born, Crown Heights, Brooklyn. You heard? 4 chicken wings and french fries, breakfast of champions. Let's get to it.
JT, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Stuff like that.
Yo, TVV, this Coach J-Mac. New Orleans, Louisiana, 504, baby.
What have you?
C. Y. E.
California.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for some.
This is the #1 pound for pound and 2 division champion, Marvin the Tank Furman from Dallas, Texas.
Mr.
LV Southern, from DC to Stunt City, Bomb Squad.
Brandon Maurice, a.k.a. the AJ Trucker, straight out of Cincinnati, baby.
Madbat 100, U.S. Virgin Islands.
Chickarelli, Hollywood, California.
Louis Reyes, Boston, Mass. Yo, drop that SDS shit,
This
son.
message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
The voice of the people, there is no equal. You can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. TheBoxingVoice.com.
As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBV for life. If you ain't on Patreon, that's because you're stupid.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, joined alongside Ring Walk Danny. What up?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
You got
Shout out to
hoop
Hadadeen. Hoop Dreams.
Yeah. I just saw your shirt. I thought maybe you had, woke up and you had a dream last night about the days you used to get balled on them Newark courts, or used to ball on them Newark courts. Huh?
Man, I still could ball, fam. Last I checked, I dunked on Diego Pacheco.
Yeah, I mean, I was on
It's
your
not
team,
many.
champ. I threw you the oop.
There's not very
I
many.
threw you the oop.
You know.
Bro, I literally had to put down
Podcasters
my
out here that can
lemons.
say that.
Do you remember that? I literally had we had, first of all, we had just got done doing a pool workout. Damn near.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had got done doing a whole fucking commercial film. We had got done doing. Then I got done lemon picking. Literally set my lemons down to
Oh man, said lemon picking.
Yo, did you ever go to the games on the courts back in the day?
What you mean games on the courts?
Because that was like a thing back in the day. That was, bro, literally the basketball games used to take over the parks, bro. Like,
oh yeah.
Like, I'm talking about the courts in the parks.
Rucker Park. Of course.
You ever been to Rucker Park?
Obviously,
because
that
I'm
was
not from New York.
Yeah, that was the notorious one in New York. But I mean, I know they have them all throughout.
In Branchbrook, in Jersey,
throughout.
for sure.
Yo,
So shout out to Hadadeen first and foremost. That Mendo breath is fire. I'm literally going there to get a whole ounce of that. See what I'm saying? You can't go off certain shit. You just gotta go.
I promise you, this morning on my drive, I was thinking that, cause bro, I'm like, I was so impressed. I'm like, bro, this ash ain't falling, white as hell. I'm like, bro, this shit's on fire.
But
like,
did you see the color of the bud? It's straight purple.
Oh yeah,
like it's like you grind up that purple cabbage and shit. It's beautiful. I'm like, oh yeah, I want some more of this. I've been destroying that since last night.
He said destroying.
No, seriously.
Bro, you talking like it's some pussy. Like, you talking about you been destroying it.
I mean, I had like 3 joints, and you know I do king sizes. So I had like 3 of them last night.
That's 3-5.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just 2, you know, to decompress. While I did laps and shit, just chilling, playing chess, little laps. And then
yo, do you smoke? Do you smoke right before?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Then it was time to go to bed, so I showered, went out there, and just like hit like, I don't know, because I left it. I actually drove to work with that. So, you know, whatever it was.
The leftovers, yeah, bro. You let that shit marinate overnight.
Bro, but I'm just...
It activated. Look, it activated.
I'm just being serious. Like,
I am too.
That Mendo breath is serious.
Yeah.
Like, I text you so I won't forget. You notice I text you yesterday?
Yeah.
That was like all part of the plan. So that I could remember the day to text the girl when she wake up to have that ready. So I could tell my mans, have it sent up. Because that shit fire. I swear. Bro, I'm telling you, I love weed. And I never ran across something that purple.
Oh, wow.
What? Like that? Bro, you grinded. There's no green.
I'm just saying. So, first of all, when you look at the outside of it, you know what I'm saying? When you grind it, it could be different, right? So, I've seen pictures of buds that from the outside look more purple.
But then they get grinded and the inside is green. That's what I'm saying. This is crazy, bro. It's like, I brought it because I didn't even want nothing else. I'm just being serious. But I did run across this news of James Toney and Roy Jones, 2 Hall of Fame legends, 2 guys that were at the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame and obviously had a camera pointed in their face, specifically when discussing the fight between Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. And, you know, it's kind of an ongoing saga here and on every, you know, network or channel or publication. This is the big fight everybody is talking about. But both of these legends are picking Crawford over Spence. I'm going to double check, but I think like somebody thinks somebody's getting stopped.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Let me see. Was it?
I didn't even consider a stoppage. Just being real.
James Toney said, and that is on Boxing Scene. Shout out to Hams Themistodi. Fuck, I was hoping it'd be my boy Keith.
Alright, that.
Yeah, but this was published yesterday morning, about 24 hours ago on Boxing Scene. James Toney on Spence Crawford says Spence is a good fighter, but he's gonna get knocked out.
Crazy. And that was
James Toney.
Wow.
James Toney.
James known for that lateral movement. Is anybody moving like James at the waist? Boots and Canelo are my 2 choices. Who else can move like James at that waist right now?
James versus Canelo at 160. See, and I'm gonna be honest.
I would say James. He not invented it, but you know he mastered that style.
And it's crazy because I feel like the best Canelo I've seen has been at 68. Truth be told, like in his career,
bro.
54 Canelo, cool, young. You feel me? 60 Canelo, yeah, cool dog. You feel me? But 68, impressive.
Yeah, but then people are going to say it was the run. But listen, talking about Canelo, it's about to get real. The wall's closing in. Zurdo and Bivol is real. It's happening. Abu Dhabi?
Abu Dhabi, November 5th.
Remember you was telling our audience that Frank Smith took a picture with one of the sheiks or the princes or something like that? And he said, like, big business coming soon. That shit was immediate.
Yeah. No. In Abu Dhabi.
They opening up a series or something, right?
Okay. That I'm not aware of, but Abu Dhabi was even rumored. Prior to the picture.
Crazy how they taking like boxing to the Middle East, yo. I remember
Money
begging.
talks.
You don't understand. I remember begging for fights to go over there because we think about it. Before Eddie actually got it done, I don't know if you can remember that many people tried to link and mention and act as if they could get money from the Middle East and hold the fight there.
I remember
all throughout the years.
No.
It's crazy that
we don't even have to go that far back. Let's go back to when
Crawford Pacquiao was Bob. Qatar.
Okay, and I've been
never happened.
I've been to Qatar. Let
Never
me tell
happened.
you, hottest place I've ever fucking been. No, let's not forget when Tyson Fury beat Vlad, right? They were talking about the rematch. They said some rich ass fucking investor in the Middle East came and they're gonna do it in front of all these billionaires and princes on this fucking yacht, mega yacht. They said, and it's gonna be limited. Weren't they saying like 250 people for the rematch and HBO and bro? And what happened with that? You know what I'm saying? What happened with Pacquiao and fucking Ryan in the Middle East? That was supposed to be in Saudi. Like, bro, it's hard to get money. Like, it's, people talk about having money and then people talk about putting it up. Bro, that shit is a lot harder and definitely not something you see as common. I don't mind fights in the Middle East. I'm gonna be honest though, I just haven't seen. I've seen but one. I feel like that's been worth going out for. Can you think of more than one? And the one I'm thinking of is the rematch AJ Ruiz too. And
that was worth it.
Yeah, I mean because
I wanted to go.
Because me too. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Me too. I remember.
I hate that I'm not one of the Eddie boys, man. I'm being real. They get to be everywhere, bro. Them passports sold up. I want some of them stamps. I hope he sees we in the
big
win
sponsors,
and shit.
bro. That trust me, this.
I'm just saying.
He already seen it.
Hopefully he sees we in the win and he offers us some fucking first class Abu Dhabi seats to do the live feed or something. Like, I want to be an Eddie boy, bro. I don't give a fuck with nobody talking about. Fly me to Qatar, Abu Dhabi. I want to be on the helipad. I want my stories popping, man. What's up?
Nah, word. I feel you.
You don't?
Look, let me tell you.
No, because you letting me say it. You don't want to go.
Yeah.
So if Eddie DM
I mean, I don't
now,
know about the term Eddie boy, but yeah, I 1,000,000% want to go. And
he don't know about the term.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's kind of a shame that we'll be in 2022. I've had my passport for 7 fucking years. Bro, I have like one Mexican stamp on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro,
I got 0.
I want to go see some
bro,
shit.
You never been overseas?
Nah.
Shit, man. Yo, listen, we should go to DR.
For what?
So y'all could get some stamps.
Yeah.
I ain't know what you about to say. Get.
Would you rather go to DR to get a stamp or go to Abu Dhabi or Saudi for a fight?
DR.
Yeah, nah. You know what, Fury? Damn, bro. Would I watch the Super Bowl in Saudi? Yeah, I guess I would, huh? I'd have to.
Super Bowl, what's that?
I'm just saying, for Fury,
right? What the hell is this?
Fury Usyk is worth going. I think Fury Usyk is definitely worth going.
Definitely not worth going.
What? You tripping?
It's definitely a culture separation for me. I won't be there. Fuck. Like, let's be real. What the fuck am I gonna do in the Middle East amongst a bunch of fucking Middle Easterns and then a bunch of European dudes speaking fucking shit? I'm gonna be an oddball there. Like, the only East Coast Easterner. Like, that shit makes zero sense.
What's the fucking point of traveling, bro?
Nah, not that type of travel. I don't know what you talking about. I've never traveled to
explore other cultures, shit that
alone?
Nah. Shit, I mean,
what's Sosua?
I mean, why would it have to be? Why would it have to be alone though?
Hashtag
I mean,
free
that's how I went to Manchester when I cover boxing. I'm not going over there with people. I don't bring lovely ladies in half-naked outfits and sit on ringside.
Because you choose not to, but I wasn't even referring about that. I'm just saying, like, you know, I didn't know you was a one-man show, that's all.
You can only be ring walk to do stuff like that.
I'm just saying, I'm just saying I've never done it.
I wasn't referring about that. I wasn't referring about that. You get
I'm talking about both. I've never done both. You've never traveled.
Had somebody.
No, like I just said,
bro.
I mean, again, if you want to consider the Manchester trip, I went alone.
You went alone.
I had nobody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When I was with Wilder, I was with Wilder. But when I wasn't, I wasn't. So that shit was whack. And the UK is super whack. It's like white everywhere. Clouds, walls, people, everything. It's just all white. I was just like, it always looked gloomy and cold. It was cold and gloomy. My lives are there. Like, nah, that's not for me. that's not that's not my culture. Like, you know, Latinos, especially not Caribbeans.
I thought that was
we don't just get up and put a backpack on and go explore different countries. That's something white people do, and that's okay. I'm not bashing. I'm just saying that's not my culture. Just like the Middle East is not my culture. Just like Usyk and none of that. I don't relate to none of that. So why would I go spend $5,000 roughly to go over there? Explain it. Like, make it make sense. Because they're going to make me out to be some sort of animal, anti this and anti that. I mean, it's not. But the fucking truth is the flight is like $1,500.
Too late for that. They already.
How much is the fucking hotel's going to be? You in another country, how much is your dollar? The thing is, I don't care. The people in the chat, they idiots. They don't even got a goddamn passport. They don't know about fucking currency exchange, so they just making decisions based off, oh, it's a big fight, Ness. Suck a dick. How much money is going to cost? Fuck you talking about? And am I going to make something from a Fury Usyk fight? What am I going to go spend $5,000 for? That shit ain't my fight. Talk to me about the fight at hand, Crawford Errol, then I'm going to go. That's my culture. That's what I can relate to. You understand? You know, when I went to Earl's fight, it was a party. You think Earl's fight is you think Usyk and Tyson Fury gonna be like Earl and Mikey?
I mean, shit.
Is it just yes or no?
It could be, yeah.
Okay.
And the only
reason then.
Yes, the reason I'm going to fucking when AJ, and I understand it's different people involved. But for AJ Ruiz, when that happened in Saudi Arabia, bro, they had a whole fucking like rap music festival out there because they know they're like, oh shit, these are big artists. And I ain't even gonna say it was rap. I know like Chris Brown was one of them, and there was like 2 or 3 other artists. But I mean, regardless, I feel like, they're gonna put on a big event, and they know what it takes to put on a big event. That's all. But I mean. Yeah, no, I was just asking a question, but, it's all good. Not a big deal, but you won't have to travel. I can guarantee you that for this one. I'm sure we will have this one right here in the US of A.
I'm hoping everybody, the internet, have you noticed? Because you on Twitter and stuff like that, like, have you noticed that the internet assumes PBC's making an announcement this week?
This week?
Oh, you haven't seen that?
No, sir. No, sir. I wouldn't be surprised if we got it on Sunday on the Ruiz
but that's a pay-per-view.
Yeah. I mean,
why announce it to 130,000 people? See how that makes sense?
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
Just saying, man.
That's
Put that
fair.
shit on a free TV. Like, they tripping hardcore. I don't know, man. Dan Cannabito, did you see that? His tweet last night?
Actually, you know what? No, I mean, we've seen plenty of pay-per-view announcements before. I'm going to be honest with you, though. I feel like this is the way they do it. I feel like if you're in person, right? Like, all right, cool. They're officially announcing, Terence Crawford versus Sean Porter, today. Because that's happened to me where they'll do the pay-per-view announcements, and I knew like 5-6 hours before because I was in person. But I could definitely see that, actually. And as far as like why would they do it on a pay-per-view? I mean, you know, they're gonna do the announcement, right? I wouldn't be surprised if one of the two or both are in town, right? So this is now like the press conference, or not a press conference, but just like an announcement, whatever. And then they'll have like their promo video, and they'll start blaring that throughout, you know, this is Labor Day weekend. So, yeah, you know, they'll have football starting up to be able to promote that all throughout on Fox. Because would it be Fox or Showtime, you think?
That's what we have to see.
That'd be interesting, too, because if it's Showtime, then obviously Steven has been, you know, on record the last several months, maybe close to the last year now, maybe publicly talking about making this fight and trying to make this fight and obstacles in making this fight. So if Showtime is the winner, and if Showtime is a no work, then I don't expect an announcement on the pay-per-view, because that's a Fox
pay-per-view, but they work together.
They do. Well, PBC obviously works with both of them, but you get what I'm saying? I'm sure CBS and fucking Fox don't look at it that way.
I don't know, man. I think PBC has been promoting their brand on every network that they've come on. They just promote PBC, but
do you have a preference
of network?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Give a fuck. ESPN, so more people could see it. Not the app, so more people would buy it.
Yo, I wonder, do you know, because you have it all, so I feel like I have it, so I wouldn't know. I really want to know, when you buy a pay-per-view, can you buy a pay-per-view without having the app? Like, without having ESPN Plus, can you purchase the pay-per-view?
Oof, I don't know. I have the app, and honestly, it makes you have the app. You have to have the app. I don't know.
Because I know, obviously, like, you're always in studio. So
been on my side.
You're always in studio, so you're buying it on your computer. You're not at home. I just wonder, because with UFC, you have to be a ESPN Plus. So it's like, not just are you paying for the pay-per-view.
No, that's how it is. Because I pay my $5 or $6.99, then I still got to pay the fucking $80 for their pay-per-view.
But that's what I'm saying,
I know what you're saying. I already have it, so I wouldn't know. But I'm telling you, the first time I had to buy it, you know, and it had to tell you need the app.
I remember, wasn't the first...
See, look, somebody said you have to have the app to watch.
Oh,
that
wow.
was Bougie and Broward.
Okay. Yeah, so, I don't know.
Yeah, DAZN would be good if they're gonna pay for it. But they, you know, they're gonna do pay-per-view. They're doing Conor Ben and Eubank pay-per-view, and they're doing Triple G and Canelo pay-per-view.
My issue
with DAZN giving us free boxing, that shit is gone.
Nah, I think I would rather. And obviously we know who it's gonna be, right? We know who it's gonna be. It's gonna be Showtime or it's gonna be Fox. You know, those are the players involved. That's who PBC deals with. But damn, this week I haven't seen that on Twitter, man.
What about Dan Cannabito's tweet where I think yesterday he said something like, PBC officially has 7 days to announce the fight. So he's giving it a deadline. That man gets so much traction on his Twitter. Lord. His Twitter be on fire.
What's his name?
Dan Cannabito, a CompuBox?
Yeah, no. I know who he is. He's just not popping up for whatever reason. So I don't know if I'm like spelling his name wrong. Yeah. No, I didn't see that. So that's just his opinion, right? Is what you're saying? Like, he's just saying, like,
I mean, he's in the industry.
Yeah, but but according to what though? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, they're according to what? Sanctioning bodies, or
no? I'm assuming it's the same thing you did. You know, people are putting together timelines based on venues.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, hopefully we do get an announcement this week. You know, if we get one this week, we're talking, you're just getting into the very beginning of September. So even if you are talking for a late November fight, you're talking 2.5 months of promotion time. If you're talking later than November, even more promotion time. So at the earliest, I think November 19th, right? That was the date, November 19th. So yeah, at the earliest 10 weeks, that's long enough. That's a long enough promotion, 10 weeks. I would have liked maybe 11 or 12, but yeah, 10 weeks is more than enough time, not just for the promotion needed for this fight, but obviously training camps.
I want them to announce it, man. I've been having hella conversations. There's a lot of interest. I want to try and do an event around it if we can.
Absolutely. Here's my question to you, though. Would you be bothered or disappointed if this fight does not get
made this year?
No, if this fight does not get, if the fight gets made but it does not get a press tour.
Of course.
Like, how valuable do you think that, or how needed do you find that for this fight?
It's never an option to cut it out.
Multiple city, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you do it, I'm gonna do a show to congratulate. If you don't, I'm gonna do a show to say, look, they fucking big fight. They didn't want to spend the money. There's some bullshit. That's why we. And listen, you look at the fights that spent the money on multiple city tours, and they made the money back. They made it. You know, you look at the fights that didn't, and they have virtual tours, and they ain't make shit. So, you know, you want to keep doing Zoom press conferences, go ahead.
Bro,
you're the one losing money.
I was just trying to explain to somebody the whole interview, but the same press conference is the same thing. It just don't hit the same. On video, it don't hit the same.
Who the fuck got time for a Zoom?
Like, bro, if we're two fighters and you piss me off, what I'm supposed to do, like push my phone away?
No,
like,
but it ain't even from that standpoint. See, the promoters are so stupid. They're so stupid that they put two fighters together in two different cities and expect the media to show up. They don't know that they're literally shooting the media in the fucking head. Everyone is supposed to eat off what they kill, and what they're doing is putting one dead carcass right there. Because everybody got to eat the same goddamn answers and questions now. There's no wait for you to go and I get my exclusive. Oh shit! You know, thank God Danny didn't ask that question I had in my mind all that time. Like, get the fuck out of here! We're all right there, like, oh yeah, we're gonna just screen record this dumbass Zoom. Thank you, dumbass promoter. Fuck.
Yeah, you know what's funny is
cheap as hell. Y'all cheap. That's what the fuck it is. They cheaper than motherfucker. Zoom free. Bo, how much it costs? What's the subscription? Goddamn,
I ain't had to pay nothing.
Bro, you know what's funny? That
no, but they be offering, they be trying to upgrade you.
Talk to British media and just pay attention when you watch British media come to America.
Mm-hmm. No, they're upset.
No, bro, and at first I used to think like, oh, they're just like
entitled,
and
no, they get it done right because they love the sport. We don't, bro.
But see, the thing is
that he's new too. He only got 4 years, bro.
No,
wait till you got.
What are you talking about?
About your time. You're not mad yet at the system. You're not upset.
Nah, because listen,
it's only 4 years.
Nah, because listen, bro. The thing with them is that they get accommodated out there, right?
Of course.
Like everybody.
I know.
They get accommodated out there. So when I realized that, bro, I'm like, man, I'm gonna do my thing, because it's like you said, people gonna steal your question. Look, when Tank fought in LA, I remember I'm interviewing AB, and of course my interview turned into a scrum. Like, you know how it is.
Of course.
My interview turned into a scrum, and bro, the fucking audio was bad on that file, right? So platforms was using my question right there for the title with AB, because I got him to go off, you know?
No, I know, and I've been through it and time again, and it's beat me down. I'm not interested in that fight anymore. I don't want to argue with people about don't record me. Like, I already been there, done that. I got almost 12 years doing this. I've already smacked journalists in the fucking face. I am Jim Jones. Smack your fucking kufi off your face and do my interview for disrespecting me. But I'm tired of that. These people are animals and savages, and they still don't elevate. So it's like, cool, I'll be right here in my little house, do it my fucking way, and still blow. You feel me? I'll let them fight for the scraps like fucking bloodhounds that ain't even got owners, bro. That shit is, yo, they put a piece of meat and it's like, see, and I was here first. I was in line. No, my camera was there. And it's like, bro, who are you, bro?
I know you still go out, right? But when would you say you walked away? Like, when would you say?
I don't even know, bro.
Okay, like, because I've been to the house. I've seen the 100,000 credentials on the wall. So I know you did your time on the road. But the reason I'm asking you that is I truly, genuinely believe if you was to go out, let's say, for a year, right? Let's say you cover, let's just say one fight a month. I think your perspective would change because I think the treatment for you is different now. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not the listen. Look.
Listen. Promoters and the publicists and fighters and the fighters managers, they all gonna treat me different. Yeah, because we've built relationships. I mean, there's fucking 11, 10, 12 years of conversating with you and seeing you on multiple occasions. It's the other media. Everybody's hungry, bro. This is a kill what you eat, business. So it's like, they don't give a fuck about your time in. Like, I didn't give a fuck about Dan's time in. Get your ass out my way. I need to eat. And that's the mentality. And I'm done. I'm not out there with a fucking spear hunting. Like, I'm good, man. Y'all keep that shit. I'm going to the gyms. I get invited.
Yeah, I don't gotta do that no more. I don't know. I really think that your perspective would change because I feel like they would accommodate.
All right, I want to see Danny. Let's make a bet, y'all. Let's put him to the test. In 2 weeks, Canelo's here. Go waste your fucking time Tuesday, because out here they start Tuesday with Fight or Out. Go waste your time from Tuesday to Friday. I'm going to be chilling, eating Kit Kats and fucking doing Blue Wire shows and, swimming in the pool. Fucking hell, you think I'm going to fight week to be fighting with a bunch of fake media too? Because the real media, you can't tell no more, because when Canelo come out, dudes will fucking make credentials, bro. People trying to sneak in all the time. Am I making this up?
No.
So why I'm gonna go out for that fucking weirdo show? You know what I'm saying? Be having to bump people. MGM gets crazy packed. Like, that's just never been my thing, bro. I've been to one concert. I've been to 50 Cent concert almost 20 years ago. Like, that's not my thing, y'all. You step on my sneakers, we might end up scrapping. I don't do that. Like, keep me.
All I'm saying is, ain't no way. Like you said, I ain't been in that long, right? So if
you're not tainted yet.
No, but listen though, I'm so new. How the fuck they accommodated me but won't accommodate you? And I'm not saying that's everybody.
I'm not saying they not accommodate. I'm telling you.
No.
So you being accommodated by other media? Other media is not recording you over your shoulder and getting your Eddie interview or your Shakur interview.
What I'm saying is,
you ain't just get robbed for a Shakur interview. Yes or no? Did you just get robbed
for a Shakur interview?
Yeah. Didn't you?
Nah, for a Shakur robbed for a Shakur interview.
Okay, maybe I need to be more specific.
You talking about him and Dev?
No,
him and Dev, right?
Yeah,
him and Dev.
All right.
Yeah.
So why do I want to? Like, ain't nobody stealing this. This mine's. Matter of fact, steal it. Screen share it, cut it up, and re-upload it. It's mine's. It's branded. This is me.
What I'm saying is,
you can't do that with that other shit.
Bro, what I'm saying is, because you thinking of, I get what you're saying, bro. And I would like to actually get on topic, but, yeah, I feel like, shit changes, bro. That's all.
I hear you.
Like,
that's for you now.
Can't nobody record over your shoulder when you in a private room.
And that's what I'm saying, that I don't do that no more. I don't go to press conferences. I don't go to media workouts. You ain't see me at the Luis Ortiz, and I was in Florida. I ain't go to none of Omar shit. I'll go to Omar house. I'll go to Omar gym. Like, I ain't going through that. That's some bum shit. I ain't with it.
So what did Roy Jones say about Crawford over Spence Jr.?
Roy said Damn.
You got the
I was
video?
going to try and do a good Roy impression, but I don't think I got it in.
It's a was.
Bro, play the video. Why do an impression when we have the real thing?
Do you have the timestamp?
I mean,
exactly. We talked about this yesterday when we was, talking about how we need to be prepared for the Blue Wire, and you were asking me things of what we may be needing. It's like that. I said, don't just send them the video, send them the timestamp. Because now look, this is a 2-minute video. Where should I go?
Yeah. You told me to get the shit together for Blue Wire.
No, I know. Yeah. But this is what I'm saying. This is why I'm not recommending a video if I didn't have it ready.
Oh. All right. Well, both finding that, so.
In the meantime, the quotes are as followed. That's a fight everyone wants to see. Crawford. I've seen more because of HBO, and he's adaptable, said Roy Jones to Fight Hype about the Spence versus Crawford. Spence, I haven't seen as much of, but I know he's a pressure fighter. If you put the two together, Crawford is the better fighter early, and Spence is a good fighter late. It isn't good for Crawford if Spence takes over the fight with his pressure and body punching in the second half of the contest. We saw how Spence wore down Ugas last April with his body punches en route to stopping him in the 10th. He goes on to say, so it all depends on how much damage Crawford can do early and how the fight turns out, said Jones. If he can cut Spence up and get him disoriented early, he'll win the fight easy. If he doesn't, Spence can make it interesting because he's a hell of a pressure fighter, said Jones. If that fight happens, it's going to be a wonderful fight, said Toney when speaking to Fight Hub. But you know what? Errol Spence can't beat Terence Crawford. It ain't happening. Terence Crawford right now, in my mind, is the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Which is pretty much what a lot of people think. I mean, we talked pound for pound yesterday, and no one was mad Crawford was number one. Meanwhile, Usyk's like unified and undisputed, which is greater than when we're talking accomplishments. It's a greater run. Crawford is undisputed and one-time champ, not, unified. So it's pretty strange, but this will be the fight to kind of prove those people right who've been saying all along he's been pound for pound. They've been saying it for years. They've been saying he's special for years. So, he's got a nemesis, man. And I think that's why this fight is going to happen based off that Porter Way podcast, even though obviously Porter gave him that message of holding out till he gets what he wants. He also made it clear that he never had a nemesis, and he wished he had something like what Crawford has with Spence. And Crawford,
but it's like you gotta, for Sean, bro. It's like, come on, man. Like, you can't have a nemesis.
His nemesis was Brook, but they never gave him the rematch.
But so you don't feel like, because I feel like with a nemesis, does there have to be a natural rivalry, but you have to have some sort of, I don't even want to say hatred, but like dislike towards a person. That, bro, like Sean too nice for that.
Well, that's why the Brook one made sense. After the loss, the Brook one made sense. They could have, again, boxing doesn't play on storylines. They're not WWE, which they should be, right? Sean loses. The storyline is he needs his rematch. The subject to that is IBF dropped him 15 out of the top 15. Another topic would be controversial win for Brook. People were making videos. There was over 118 clinches in that fight. There's not even anything like that. Like, you don't even see people talking about clinch counters anymore.
So the only fuck, man, you right. I haven't heard a clinch counter in so long,
bro. The last two fights that were known to man was Devin Alexander, Lucas Matisse, which he beat. No, excuse me, Devin Alexander Maidana, maybe, where he beat him, right? And then that one that we just talked about.
So the only issue, bro, with what you just said is that you like, yeah, they got to be like the WWE, more control the storyline, right? Problem.
Well, follow the storyline.
Yeah, but
it was there.
The problem is that, you feel me, they create their storyline, so it's like,
who? WWE.
Of course, like,
yeah, but
they create the script.
Exactly, and this is what I'm saying. See, so like this happened in real life. You can choose to be a producer and executively produce and highlight the story of Sean being dropped from the rankings, of Kell Brook rising to greatness, going back to the UK, you know, as this, whatever you want to call him, you know, a champion now, dethroning an American. There was a storyline to rebuild a rematch. Of course there was, but they walked away. The rankings got rid of Sean to keep him away from Brook, and then no promoter helped Sean. No network helped Sean. No fans forced that rematch. People were happy, like, oh, man, fuck that, man. He lost. And it's like, bro, that motherfucker clinched his way to a win. But the UK overthrows us. Even though we're bigger as a country, they got way more fight fans than us. Their fighters are popular.
No, of course. I mean, you know, boxing is the second biggest sport out there.
Exactly.
Boxing,
it's fucking crazy.
I don't know that boxing is like top 10 sports in America. You know, so there's a difference. Yeah, you're able to have more fans when you have, you know, less to pick from, I guess, or, you know. Because, like, what's really being played out there? You got soccer.
Cricket. Football.
Football, soccer, whatever you want.
Cricket.
Yeah, but
darts.
Yeah, darts. I feel like darts and billiards, you feel me? Fucking what else? Basketball, but
which is crazy though. Let's be real. Like, they don't have none of the traditional sports of America. And that still doesn't make them like that. They should be like Sparta. Like, we were raised for this, you know. We were bred to do, because it's like you don't got nothing else to be distracted. I mean, like, your distraction is darts and cricket.
Nah, I mean, I feel like we're the exception, bro.
What do you mean?
I mean, like, everywhere in the world, soccer is the number one sport except the USA. You know what I'm saying? Like everywhere, not everywhere, but damn near the entire world uses the metric system, but the USA.
But you understand that everywhere else in the world, they don't have other good teams than anything else. So, of course, those countries have to highlight what they're good at, because that's how they get attention. They don't got no fucking basketball team. We seen what happened when other countries tried to make basketball teams and play against us.
I mean, because that's our thing. Like, you get what I'm saying? But
that's what I'm telling you, that you can't be mad at America for not being great at one sport when we're great at 50 dozen of them.
Yeah, but
and other countries are great at one sport.
But
it's like Brazil. It's football. That's it. That's all y'all got is football.
It's kind of like,
what the fuck else is they doing?
Okay, but here's the thing though. It's kind of like I'm sure you've seen that Bob Arum interview where he was like shitting on the UFC and saying that the UFC was for people that don't know how to fight and
rolls around on the floor. It's for homosexuals.
You've seen it, right?
Yeah.
So that's like me saying, well, you know what I'm saying? You wasn't good enough to fight, so you went and created that.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
MMA?
Yeah.
Yeah, I say that to those guys sometimes.
Right.
Like, so I know it's not correct, because
no.
There's a different combat sports, like jujitsu's jujitsu.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, as a dude from the inner city that had to fight in the street, I never was a dude that wanted to wrestle, bro. Like, why the fuck you want to be all up on somebody, sweaty, tussling? So, like, why would I take that up as a profession?
That's not the point. The point is that you saying, like, if you go and do that, like America, right? They created all them sports. So
they did?
Yeah, so one could say, oh, well, you wasn't good enough to fuck with us in this, so you had to go create that for you to be good at something, right? Because some old boxing fans or some boxing fans in general look at the MMA like that. Like y'all was never good enough to fuck with boxing. That's why y'all created the MMA, and that's why some people would say, oh, the fighters that fight MMA are fighting MMA because they weren't, they couldn't
Good
fuck.
enough.
They didn't have the skill. You know what I'm saying? Some people say that boxing is very skillful. They didn't have the skill. So some people around the world could say, y'all wasn't good enough to fuck with us in the, biggest sport in the world. So y'all had to create your own sports to be good at something.
I don't think so. I just think that we all know football is dominated by Latin America. It's just that simple.
What football?
Football, right? Isn't soccer
you
like
fucking crazy? Loco?
No?
Fuck no.
Like Brazil and Mexico and I don't know.
Brazil's definitely not a Latin American country, but Mexico, no, bro. Like, fuck no, bro. They can't fuck with these guys, bro. Like Brazil definitely pumping out a lot of talent, but bro, it's like everything is dominated in Europe. So, bro, your best Mexican players are going to Europe, and it's far and few between, and they might be coming off the bench out there. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's tough, bro. It's tough, but I would say definitely a large majority, South America.
So Colombian, right?
Bro, they ain't doing shit.
Where's Ronaldo from?
Ronaldinho? Oh, no, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, the one my boy Anuel be talking about.
From Portugal.
Brazil.
Okay. Oh,
no,
there you go.
I thought he was from Brazil.
Bro,
when they did the World Cup in Brazil, didn't they like present a statue and everything for him?
Ronaldo or Ronaldinho?
Not Ronaldinho.
I'm talking about
Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
I may be dead wrong because I ain't no expert on nothing soccer.
Am I saying
it
he's
wrong? From Portugal.
Portugal.
Yeah, he's from Portugal.
Where Portugal at?
That's right next to Brazil.
Yeah, bro. Portugal?
What? Ain't it right next to Brazil?
Bro, Portugal.
How do they share the same language?
Because that's the same way. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
Portugal's in Europe, bro. Like, I want to say like next to Spain or some shit.
How he get a statue in Brazil when the World Cup was there? I'm so confused. I guess they just love him there.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I guess he that good.
And it was like topless women as well that greeted him upon getting off the plane. A statue and topless women for a soccer game. Yep.
Yeah, man.
We got 369 votes right now on the poll. Do you agree with legends Roy Jones Jr. and James Toney in saying Crawford should beat Spence? It's literally tied right now with 50-50.
It's always going to be, man.
That's crazy.
It don't matter who says what. People have their minds made up on who they're picking in that fight. So, the fact that Roy or James said anything is just giving more, reassurance to the people that are picking the same people that those two guys are.
Wow. 50-50 and the numbers keep going up, but it's
still remaining.
The percentage doesn't change.
Right, it's still remaining 50-50. And how many total votes, Bo?
We're at 384 now. When I said that, it was 10 votes ago, and it was still 50-50. When I first noticed, it was like 340 something, and it was still 50-50. 50-50 fight.
Sure is, man. I just hope they announce it, bro. We need an announcement and a nice multiple city press tour. Give me New York, Dallas. What's a major city next to Crawford's area?
The closest thing would be Chicago.
Oof. And they didn't adapt him, right?
Adopt? No, but I don't know that they adopted anybody. But I do know that a lot of people go to Chicago from Nebraska for the airport.
I every time I seen Bud, and I think it was twice, it's always been in Denver airports. Like me getting a connecting and jumping on his flight, him coming to Vegas.
Denver, okay. I mean, yeah, he spent, obviously plenty of times Colorado Springs.
Yeah, I've caught him twice on a plane.
That's interesting.
Small world, man.
Nah, for sure. You ever ran into anybody else on the plane?
One of the top ranked dudes, the execs. I don't know if it was. I can't remember right now if it was Trampler.
Carl.
Definitely not Carl. Carl's red than the motherfucker. Not
Bruce.
Carl. That's the. I gotta
Bruce
Google
Trampler,
his name.
maybe?
Well, actually, Jemmy just did a Bruce Trampler short, so it might. That's the dude I gotta get a better look at. Brad. I don't see Brad Goodman that much. So Bruce, I know how his face look. Cause he got that that gray salt and pepper hair. But bro, you killed me with that, man. Not killed me. I'm just like, oh wow. My cousins, I've always told you, they're Portuguese, and that's how I know a couple words and shit.
Say something.
We've done this, man. You always do this. We've done this. I've only know a couple words.
I ain't never heard you speak Portuguese.
We've done this.
It's all good, champ. It's
We've
all
done
good.
This.
You want to open up these phone lines?
We got a caller. I think some super chats in there as well.
All right, we definitely got some super chats. Let me see.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yo, so open up the phone lines now, so what?
Who's on the line?
We got 661, but he didn't raise his hand.
Oh, nah, you gotta let him raise his hand.
Gotta
Just
let him
listening,
raise his hand, Danny.
Danny's trying to speed up.
You trying to get to the casino? You trying to play a game or something before the show?
Speaking of the casino, we will be at Blue Wire Studio today at 12 o'clock doing our second episode from the studio. You can catch our first episode that has been uploaded to our YouTube channel. For the first couple of shows, they will be uploaded. They won't be live until Blue Wire Studios gets the flow. Once they got us down pat, we will be streaming live out of the studio. Till then, catch our latest episode right here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice, where we had heavyweight contender, Joe Joyce, which was a great interview. It really was, man. It really was.
Yeah, no, shout out to Joe Joyce. Obviously, shout out to Shane and Madison for making that happen, putting that together, and getting Joe in studio, man.
Yeah, man. Today we'll have another heavyweight. Jeremiah Milton will be in the Blue Wire studio
after his highlight knockout this past weekend on ESPN.
And we'll be talking Deontay Wilder's prediction of Luis Ortiz versus Andy Ruiz at 12 o'clock on our next show. We got a couple super chats. First one coming in from Modern King Boxing. $5 super chat says, "Where's Micah?" with the laugh out loud emoji. She right here. You was about to say something?
Yeah, was that the most current one?
I started from the beginning. That was the first one ever. Larry Smooth, you did that one? Bye-bye.
I'm going to just let you read them because I guess mine are out of order because I had like 10 super chats before the one you read.
I mean, I only got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh, no,
5.
never mind. I was looking at yesterday.
Okay.
Sorry.
Larry Smooth 410. Bud by unanimous decision.
But hold on, spin the wheel for Modern King Boxing.
Spin the wheel.
And I'll read the super chats.
You know, we got to check the line on that, right? It might be some real good money for those guys by decision. Everybody talking about knockout because they fans are obsessed. Them dudes might not even knock each other out. Even though if anybody knocking anybody out, Bud been the one consistently knocking people out. But then you got to consider that Errol just stopped Ugas. So it is definitely one that I am excited for. But we got to go ahead and do this wheel spin. Modern King Boxing, let's see where you land. Does Lady Luck help you out?
William Hill and 5 Dimes has Errol Spence at plus money right now.
As a what? Decision? We talking about money line?
Money line only. That's the only line open right now.
Damn, that's it?
And they got Spence as a plus money with 5 Dimes and William Hill both.
Yeah, but I guess it's not even announced. So
right.
So I'm not surprised that they don't have more more betting odds or more betting options for that fight quite yet.
So who's the next wheel spin for?
The next wheel spin is for Larry Smooth. And then
Hasim Rahman Sr.
if you want to send another $10 for that autographed glove.
If you do.
Mr. D-Lock 13, $2 super chat says Crawford was unified at 35. And then sends another $2, said never mind, he at the ring at 35.
Yeah, I tried to tell you that.
And then Supermax $5 super chat said, man, these dudes been wrong before, so it don't mean much. To be honest, they'll just be two more Eden Crow. And Danny Wright, y'all need a moderator like First Take.
Moderator for what?
Like
to bring us back so that we don't go off topic.
Like a Molly.
Well, you landed on the giveaway, Supermax, which gives us an opportunity to remind everybody that in a few days we will be closing our raffle and picking a lucky winner to fly him or her out with a round-trip ticket, hotel stay, plus a ride to the Marvelous Studio, whether that's here or Blue Wire, to watch the fight with TBV.
And then we got Midnight $2.
I still wanted to be here. You know, just every day I'm gonna keep putting my vote.
I thought we had already
decided
set that in stone.
Oh no, I didn't know. I mean, you've been, both said you're the boss. You've been making decisions recently, so you wanted it there. I don't. I said we already gonna be there every week. I mean, all week, every day. We could definitely. I say we're there every day until the weigh-in. If we notice we need to be there, we'll be there. I don't think we need to set it in stone if we ain't even feel the vibe. We gonna be there Monday to Friday. We gonna know, like, nah, this is where we gotta be at, because we gonna see the traffic.
Yeah, but the scheduling, So I think we'll just
scheduling with them.
Yeah, I think we'll just.
I mean, we could keep it open with them. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. No, I mean, I was cool doing it here. Like I was gonna say, shit. I said it yesterday live on the show. Like I don't, whatever.
Right.
I thought that foot traffic, but really,
I want to see that.
But really, we could kind of like gauge it, even though it won't show us shit for Saturday, so we really won't know shit.
What? Thursday, Friday, you know what Saturday looking like. If that shit ain't getting packed, people ain't use that hotel for.
So, I don't know. You and I have been in big disagreement regarding the Mayweather McGregor fight.
How so?
You covered it. I didn't. I went as a fan. It ain't feel like a fight week to me till Friday. Like
I don't know how that happened for you.
It didn't feel like.
But you wasn't invited. Remember, they did a lot of stuff in the UFC, so it's like you needed access.
Yeah.
It's Mayweather too.
No. Yeah.
They don't let even for this week when Canelo comes, it gets tighter. The security and the fake media doesn't really get through, but they get through for Canelo because it's hard.
No, but I'm saying you feel it.
But for Floyd,
I feel like you feel it. Like I would always go to fight week events, and I felt like you would feel it. So I don't know, man. We'll see. We
got Mirin Cordero.
Okay, first of all, I already read that.
Okay.
And you need to check your glasses prescription, champ.
What else?
Chill out, man. Chill out. We got a caller. We got 323. What the? You about to go in, Danny. Chill out,
all
bro.
Good. It's all good.
He was about to go out.
Let him take his shots, man. It's all good. It's all good.
Who is 32386?
That's CYP, man.
CYP.
Carlos ain't called in a minute.
Don't do that.
Yo.
This fool who 323? Hey man, bro, don't do me like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I tell you, I can come through in and see y'all now.
Yes,
I have my face stuck to that window. Listen. All right, look. Bud 135 had one title in the ring, right? Cool. 140, all the titles in the ring, right? Cool. 147, one title. Now, I could have swore that me and Ness had a disagreement on Caleb Smith being number one at 168. But because he had the ring, it verified him as number one. I disagree. So let's keep that same logic with Bud. 135, he was the best. 140, he was the best. 147, he has a belt.
Can I argue with you one thing?
Go ahead.
I do agree. So I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. I like you got the ring. The people that the powers that be have awarded you the man of that division. So I agree. But I will say there's an argument for Broner, and no Bud fan wanted to believe that. And now Bud made it clear on the podcast with Errol, with Porter, where he said he always thought he would have a trilogy, which means he fucking knew there was another 35-pound out there that was great. They never fought. He expected a trilogy with him. It never happened. So he knew he wasn't number one. Now, obviously, in retrospect, you're gonna say, "Listen." In retrospect, you gonna say, "Come on, Ness, you serious?" Bud would beat the shit out of Broner, but everybody know that Broner at 35 was the best Broner ever, the best Broner we ever seen. Would that Broner beat Crawford? I don't know, but there's an argument that Crawford wasn't number one. I'm just saying that's not my rebuttal. I'm just saying that's my argument that Crawford wasn't number one.
My rebuttal to that bullshit was Bud would never say he didn't think he was number one. That's bullshit. You added that in for yourself.
No, I never said that.
AB.
You misheard me. I never said he said that. I said Bud said he expected a trilogy with him. So that means he knew there was another great 135. If you expecting a trilogy, if you listen. If you expecting a trilogy, CYP.
Did he not say that Bud, because of that, Bud knew that he wasn't number one? Did I hear that, or would I hear it?
Okay, possibly I said that, but what you not getting is he knew he would lose, bruh. He telling you I would have lost.
Goodness.
Oh God. So you can have a trilogy without losing?
My guy, that doesn't mean he doesn't believe he's number one.
I'm done.
Like my whole thing is, he could have been number one based on your analogy of the ring. See,
and
it wasn't about
if
he is or if he isn't.
I agree.
Cool. So let's leave that ring theory right there. So that would mean him in comparison to Usyk, he's already won because he has a number one at 135, a number one at 140, and a belt at 147. Usyk has a number one at cruiserweight and 2 belts over here, but he's still not number one. And last time I checked, definition of unified is getting 2 belts, not beating one person. But in boxing, you could beat one guy and be unified because that guy collected 2 belts. You didn't collect 2. He did. But you're unified because you beat him. That's the reason why a lot of people didn't look at Cannabis as a real champion until he beat Devin. Don't look at Devin as a real champion until he beat somebody else. This is how boxing goes. So we can play both sides of this stupid-ass coin. But to compare Usyk to Crawford is just crazy. Crawford is a better boxer than Usyk. He's more accomplished than Usyk. Usyk has 19 fights, 20 fights now. There's no way. At 20 fights, he can be better than Bud, who's done it over 3 divisions. It's impossible for him to be better. That's why nobody's tripping on him being ahead of him. And if he beats Errol Spence, this motherfucker's going to go down as the greatest boxer after Floyd. If he beats Spence, he'll be the greatest boxer after Floyd. Better than Andre Ward. Better than Canelo. After Floyd, he will be number one. Cut it.
I don't understand. If we're both agreeing that the ring makes you number one, Usyk has 2 of those, cruiser and heavyweight. Whether Fury vacated it, that's not our problem. Usyk's been awarded it. That makes 2 ring magazines, plus undisputed, plus unified. I mean, Crawford has 1 undisputed, so he matches Usyk. Crawford has 2 rings, so he matches Usyk. Crawford has 1 belt. He don't match Usyk. Usyk got 4. It's 4. Like he got IBO, WBO, WBA, IBF, and the ring at heavyweight. So I mean, it's open for debate.
Yeah, it's objective regardless.
Debate, but I don't see, how like really one dude did more. That's all.
We got Jay Will.
Jay Will, what up?
Jay Will.
Yo.
Yep. What's going on?
Come right back to me. Come right back.
All right.
I think this is Davidian now.
716.
Davidian.
Yo.
What up?
Yo, what's good with y'all? What's good, Ness? Bone from Bama. And my man Danny.
What up?
What's good with y'all? Nothing. I'm just excited. I can't wait to, till they announce this fight. I know it's coming really soon. Well, I believe that, of course, because it's it's like the best, most intriguing fight in boxing. So you got the two best, and respect to Roy Jones and Lights Out Toney. They're some of my favorite fighters to this day to kind of go back and look at the guys from the past. So if they pick Crawford, I see why. He's a great switch hitter. It's just I'm intrigued to see what's going to go down because you got. Terence Crawford, switch hitter. He's mean when he has guys hurt. He knocks them out. So, for me, it's a 50-50. But obviously, where my heart lies. It's Texas all the way. So, I believe Earl's going to get it done.
How? If you're from Buffalo, help me understand what's going on.
I don't know. I've always rocked with Errol. I've always liked Errol. I don't know.
No. I'm sorry. I just misunderstood. I thought maybe you had like family, and that's why you like Texas all the way.
Nah. I don't know. I always like ever since I seen Earl, I was like, yo, this dude he's good too. Like, and I know he may not switch hit and all that, but he gonna bring the pain regardless. So. Win, lose, or draw. I believe that Errol gonna get it done. But that's to be determined. That's why people want to see it. So respect to them guys in the past that picking Crawford, but including Canelo Alvarez as well. But I'm rocking with Errol. So, but great show and great interviews. God bless y'all.
All right, brother. Thank you.
Look like we got a counterpunch from CYP. He mentioned he got it. I don't know if you got it in your Cash App or not, but we know he's good for it. CYP.
Yeah, because I tried to send it on the super chat, but he's talking about some country shit. So, but I saw y'all Cash App, so I'm gonna send it right after this. But anyway, so now we're valuing belts over divisions, right? When Canelo move up to 168, it's about divisions. When Canelo move up to 175, it's about divisions. But when Crawford got his division extra, he's going to weigh Usyk's extra belt over it. So now, the fact that Crawford got 3 divisions, we don't count that when we arguing accolades, because you missed that. You gave Usyk the ring belt, which was given to him because of Fury, which tells us if Fury's still boxing, he ain't number 1. But we going to give him that. But we're not going to add the fact that Crawford got 3 divisions, Usyk only has 2. So now we got to ask the audience and yourself, which is more important, the 3rd division from Crawford or the 2nd belt from Usyk? Is it the 3rd division or is it the belt? Go by history. Do we care about Manny Pacquiao's divisions or do we care about how many belts he collected? Do we care about Floyd's divisions or do we care about how many belts he collected? Do we care about Canelo's divisions or do we care about how many belts he collected? Let's keep it fair. That's a good question. What's more important, divisions or belts?
We got had some heat on that. We got Jonathan Sims.
What up?
Hey, what up? Nice top of the morning to you, brother.
What's goody?
Not much. Hey, what's going on, Danny and Bama Bo? Ness, I don't know if you ever replied about the item putting on a spin wheel, but if you get a chance, just to shoot me a message. I know you're busy, but on to the topic. It makes sense that Roy Jones is picking Bud, being that he called a lot of his fights. He can relate to the style. He see himself in Bud. And then everybody's all hoopla over the glitz and glamour of switch hitting. And the fact that Bud can switch hit doesn't make him great. Bud is a great fighter, and he just happened to be able to switch hit. So I don't think that that's a big thing. Like, a lot of people can switch hit, but are you great at it? He's just a great fighter. So I can understand why Roy Jones and Toney are picking them, but that don't matter. Like, you just got to see the fight to see. I'm flip-flop on it. At first I was Errol, but then some of his out-of-the-ring stuff made me sway to Bud because I believe in staying consistent and being a good person in and out of the ring, doing the right stuff as far as a boxer goes. So I'm even flip-flop. But one thing that I wanted to bring to the table to address is, you know, this 5-city tour thing. Like, how can they do that when the budget is barely there for them to get the fighters? And then you have to have the undercard. So where's the money for a 5-city tour? Like, it's a fantastic idea, but it's not feasible. I mean, if you think about it,
you know,
look at the numbers.
You saying it's not feasible because you don't want to make money. Like,
no, I do want to make money, but like
promote? Why would you not promote?
Huh?
Why would you not promote the fight? It's a pay-per-view.
I didn't say not promote.
Well, you said it's
I
not
didn't say don't
feasible.
promote.
You're saying to tell the world about it, financially it's not possible. So let's just have the fight and hope that they find out about it and buy tickets and buy pay-per-views. Like, that's a crazy thing to say, bro. Like, they have to find the money. It's just that simple. They have to find the money. Like, what super fight? First of all, don't allow them. Don't call in here saying ridiculous things like that. What super fight hasn't had a press conference? What super fight hasn't been announced traditionally with a multi-city tour? Like, I mean, I don't get it. If you're going to tell me Canelo Triple G because we're on the third one, yeah, that's cool. But give me a fight that is new, not a fight that has built in.
They did LA and New York though.
For the third?
Yeah,
look at that. I just figured someone somewhere in the boardroom would be like, well, people know about this shit already. We don't need a press conference.
Nah, I mean they still did LA and New York, and I remember it was like LA Friday, New York Monday, and Eddie Hearn even had like fucking Canelo and Triple G throughout the first pitch at Yankee Stadium, and do a face-off at home plate at Yankee Stadium. So they even did a multiple city for this one technically.
And people. There's actual people that are like, oh, I don't want this. So imagine they're still promoting this. You're talking about there's no money for Errol and Bud to fucking do a multiple city press tour. And just think about what you said too. You're like, oh, there's barely money to pay them. Make that make sense. If there's barely money to pay them, don't you think we should invest in some marketing to maybe get some sales? Who's next, Bo?
Has Crawford fought this year?
No, he fought in November.
Last year. Yup, thought so. We got Big Gucci Nick.
Big Gucci.
Yo, what up, man? How good can you hear me, man?
We hear you, but it's windy over there.
Let the windows up, bro. Sure.
I know I'm working on the roof, man, doing some eight.
Don't fall, baby. Don't fall.
My boy said
Keep working on the roof. Keep working on the roof, y'all.
I gotta be careful.
All right, go
ahead.
Wait,
I got like a counter. I got like a counter for CYP, man. Compared to second division, he offered 3 divisions. So Crawford moved up 3 divisions, but I mean, when you're talking about the lower weight classes, man, you're talking about 7 pounds, 5 pounds. Usyk's going from 190 to guys like 260, 270. You know what I mean? And he's still unified too. So it's like, when you think about it, if you want to put it that way, moving up 3 divisions is only moving up like 15 pounds.
Big Gucci Nick. That was tough, but basically CYP, he's saying that, you know, Crawford was moving up a couple divisions, but there was only 5 and 7 pounds there, and Usyk's moving up from 190 to fight heavyweights. So it sounds like he values that a little bit more. Who is this? AMG?
925?
Yeah.
Nah, that's Al from the Bay.
What up?
Hey, yo, man. I know, man, you know, this Crawford and Spence, you know, back and forth, it's starting to feel like that Mayweather and Pacquiao. It's like when they were so close to making a fight, they didn't make it until like years later. And so I don't want that to happen. but it's just starting to feel like that to me. I don't know if it feels like that to anybody else, but that's what it feels like. I feel like they ain't gonna make it 2 years later when it's like they're pretty much too old to be swinging at each other. But that's just what it feels like to me.
All right, champ. Appreciate it.
You got to call in more, Al. It's good to see and
appreciate it, brother. Who we got next, Bo?
That's everybody for the moment. We got some super chats, I think, though.
Do we have an 8 o'clock? No, right?
No, it was supposed to be a 7 Zoom, but, you know, it's early. Everybody can't wake up to be on the biggest boxing show in the world.
Ness, did you read Boston Gerard's super chat?
Breakfast Club of Boxing, baby. No, sir.
He says, Canelo about to have a trilogy without losing. That's true. And so did Fury.
Fury had
draws.
You can't have a trilogy without losing, bro.
They had draws.
Yo, and people thought they lost those fights.
They were controversial.
Canelo, people think he lost. Wilder, people think he lost, man. Give me that bullshit.
Nah, bro, they had draws on. You got your draws on, you down, is due for a trilogy.
I got Jonathan Ramirez that says, will they get VADA tested? They should. I mean, Errol's last fight was VADA. It wasn't the full 8, but he got it, right? With him and Ugas. I think they jumped in the last 4 or 6.
I don't know for how long.
Me neither, man.
Shit, like we almost got a trilogy. We almost don't count. I was going to say Fury Chisora.
Yeah.
Fury Chisora, but almost don't count. Jonathan Ramirez, $2 super chat says, will they get VADA tested? They should. You just fucking read that.
No, it's all right. Even the best do it.
Because in the back of my head, I'm like, we still got one more super chat.
Who was another guy that gave us one of the good interviews that we couldn't get through? I know we had Mickey, you know what I'm saying, but Mickey got things going on.
What the fuck was that?
Mickey or Ishe Smith?
It sounds like Jonathan Sims sent the counter. Put him on the clock. My man be, he be 5 minutes.
I only got a 3-minute clock and drive-by.
Put him on the clock. I chew his ass up.
What time?
I got him.
Right,
Bring him in.
Hold on. Don't start it yet.
Bring him in now.
Because I don't know his
Bring
number
him
by
in
heart
now.
just yet. But I got it right here.
If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and help us get to our goal of 1 million. Jonathan Sims, Ohio, what up?
Let's go. First, Ness. I can't speak for everybody else, but please don't put words in my mouth. If you're going to do that, at least let me rebuttal. I agree. The press tour is necessary. I just don't think 5 cities they can do. I think 2 makes sense, but 5, that's just a lot.
You sound like you're changing your tune now.
Let him get his time. He ain't got that much.
I never changed my tune. You just assumed I didn't want to do a press tour because I
went
said
off what
5
you said.
was it in the budget.
I went off what you said. First of all, you didn't clarify.
No, you
5.
didn't.
Let him get it.
He didn't clarify 5.
This guy don't even want.
The clock is off.
Yeah, he didn't clarify 5. He just said, "Oh, ain't no money for multiple city press tour." I'm like, what? You never came in here and said, "Ness, ain't no money for a 5 city." You didn't distinguish 5 from 2.
Multiple.
Trying to change the goalpost to win.
Why don't you just allow me? You should have just asked me. You should have just asked me, my brother, and I would have told you. I said I love the idea.
I don't gotta ask you. I'm going off what you said. You came in on your call saying, Ness, they could barely pay them fighters. How they gonna do a multiple city press tour? There ain't no budget for that. That's when I killed you.
I also know you did, and I also said I love the idea of a 5-city press tour. It's just that's not in the budget.
But you gave him a pass. You gave him a Bob Aaron pass.
I think 2 makes sense. 1 in Texas, 1 in Nebraska, and then do it in Vegas.
2 is boring.
But a whole
2 is boring. Canelo.
So
see, this the thing. You ain't Canelo and you ain't Floyd if you ain't moving like Canelo and Floyd. And Canelo and Floyd, they do more than fucking 2. 2 is for fucking boring losers.
Okay, and neither one of them are Canelo, Floyd, or Wilder.
But they want to be.
I'm sorry, they're not.
But they want to be.
We would have been had this fight.
But they want to be, and the fans are treating this fight like it's as big as one of those fights.
There's only 3, maybe 2 boxer bosses in boxing. Canelo and Wilder. Earl is not a boss, and neither is Buck.
You stunting, man. Earl is the closest thing to Canelo that we got. if we ain't talking Wilder, and we'll see how his numbers do without Fury right now in the Hellenius fight. Because we know what Errol doing on his own with his sweat and his and all him, just like we know Tank. So, he ain't nowhere near Canelo, but he the only thing out there. Who else doing numbers like Errol?
Nah, for sure.
Maybe Tank, because he was 50,000 away 1 point.
No,
he did 225. Earl did 275.
Yeah, no, Earl been doing his damn thing, and obviously this is a fight. I'm not saying to the magnitude of a Mayweather Pacquiao, but it is a fight that the casuals and the diehards will be tuned in for. And as far as the diehards are concerned, something that we've been asking for 4 or 5 years at this point.
Crazy. Only in this sport can two fighters go this long and not fight. Like, none of those other sports you watch can you tell me, like, the AFC champions never meet the NFC for 5 fucking years. Or I don't even know because I don't know those fucking sports, bro.
Nah, you know what you talking about, bro. Yeah, I know you
What
done
about
watched
basketball
football back in the day.
What
yeah.
about basketball? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some bullshit. Only us. And then we got guys like him. He's conditioned. He's conditioned by what promoters say, by what the media says. So he comes in here and he's telling you, because he works with them. You understand? He's in the boardroom. He's an accountant. He knows. There's no money,
Ain't
Ness.
no money.
We could barely pay the fighters. How the fuck does he know? But this is what I'm saying. This all we talk about. We don't talk about fights no more. Because fights don't happen. Now it's why the fight didn't happen. And that's all we talk about. So he's learned why things happen, don't happen, can happen, might not happen. And in his eyes, he like, fuck, if I really want this fight, best way for it to happen is just to pay the fighters. Fuck everything else. Everything else is extra. We don't need a press city tour. We just want the fight.
Man, they know what they're doing.
It's
I'm
crazy,
sure we'll
man.
get our press city tours.
Yeah,
it's a mega fight.
Two? Because two, fuck you. That ain't nothing.
Nah,
fuck the promoters if they doing two.
I disagree. I mean, you got to realize outside of New York and LA, what is like.
Bro, Earl is a draw.
Yes.
Crawford is a draw. These dudes in their hometown sell anywhere from 8 to 12,000 plus tickets.
Okay, how much money?
How do you not go to your hometown and say, hey, y'all been supporting me. We sold this bitch out when I came here. It's the big one. Dude, is you with me?
No,
Who got my back? I'm going to go do that shit in New York City. I'm going to talk to Nebraska and New York City.
Media capital of the world.
I swear, man.
And I'm not saying only do two. I want more. But
I don't know, man. I don't know. That logic is crazy.
If they doing LA and New York, I ain't mad at it.
Neither dude is from New York and LA, but fuck it. Let's not put the dudes in their hometown.
That's not what I'm saying.
No, I know you not. But that's how boxing does. Boxing's so stupid because the people that run is stupid that they take a fighter out of Nebraska to take him to New York to announce his fight to his Nebraskan people. And the dude from Dallas, they gonna bring him to LA. Shit's stupid. Don't tell the motherfucking thousands of people that go see you in your hometown that you fight. And no, we're gonna assume you can do that on your own.
You don't know that. We gotta wait to see what happens.
We're gonna assume you can do that on your own because that's what boxing does. Boxing never took Andy Ruiz to the Valley to do a press conference. They take him to LA or they take him to New York. Wilder's going not to Alabama to announce, not to Tuscaloosa, not in front of his statue. No, he's going to Brooklyn today.
Where the fight's taking place.
Today. He's in Brooklyn today.
Where the fight's taking place.
No, yeah. Announce it over there. Don't announce it to your own fans where you fought at in a fucking shopping center. Don't announce it to them. Fuck them. They got you to where you at. Fuck them now. Y'all don't know how to think.
You act like that's
y'all don't
his decision.
This is exactly.
He said the people who run boxing. We got C-Dub at.
He terrible. Thank you, Bo. Thank you.
C-Dub.
He want to argue. That's what it is. He want to fight with me. He don't want to help the sport. He want to help them find reasons and excuses why they doing what they've been doing wrong for so many years. Right. Motherfuckers been arguing about Terence Crawford and Errol for 5 years. Somehow that's right. That's how you properly promote. Go ahead, bro. Who's this?
C-Dub.
Yo, audio good?
Yeah.
Cool, man. Shout out to DV.
You on the Bluetooth?
Man, go like button. Shout out. Yeah.
Take the Bluetooth off and talk to us regular. Talk to us nice, bro. Come on now.
Look at this dude. Their hometown. My man said your hometown should be behind you by natural design.
There you go.
This guy sounds like a fucking.
That's a little better.
Weirdo.
Yo. I mean, what they're saying is correct, man. You know that they should definitely go to their hometowns as well, but you should still go to the media capitals as well too. So, but you right, man. They should go to Nebraska. They should go to their hometown first. I know why everybody's picking Crawford. It looks great. He's coming up from divisions. He's pound for pound. But the thing is, when you're coming up from lower weight classes, you might run into that person that's squeezing down. That's not supposed to be there. That's already killing themselves, and now you're just fighting somebody that's too big for the weight class, but they really should be at 154, and they're great. So the saying goes, a good big man would be, or a great small man to be a good big man. But when you meet this guy that's way big, that's just as great, Errol just as great, Olympian, great boxer, got layers to his game. He could box, he could slug it out, and I haven't seen nobody just really get on Bud ass like that, or really just give him body work. I want to see what happens when he just get that body work. I mean, I'm pretty sure he got an answer for it, but I want to see. I want to talk to that meanness and that 52 fake out, man. The 52 fake out, you feel like the caller said before, Keith Thurman, man, is in the weight. He's waiting right there. He sells just as good as Bud. So I got that in his back pocket. I'm pretty sure they're leveraging that against him. Like, man, you keep playing, we're just going to go with Keith and Spence. You keep playing. And the 52 fake out is going to come. They feel like it's right there, and they still just not going to make it. So
it don't matter. Let him go with Keith. Let him go with Keith. Like, the fight's still going to be there for Crawford after. Crawford. Right, exactly. If I'm Crawford's team, if I can't get this fight announced for the November 19th date in the next couple of weeks, I'm looking for another option. I'm looking for another fight. I can't be out the ring for a year and be expected to fight the biggest fight of my life. Like, he about to be out the ring for a fucking year. Like, it don't make they might as well give them both tune-ups now.
Cut it.
Shit, crazy. And then you got guys saying we don't need no press city tour. Meanwhile, my man been out the ring for a goddamn year almost. In November, he'll be a year. How many months away we from November? What's this, the 9th month?
No, 8th, so what, 3 months?
Well, we 2 days out of the 8th. We'll be 2 days out of the 8th.
Damn, shit, yeah, you right.
We got to double up on Jardín today. Need that Mendo breath in my life.
I want to see a bud of it.
Nah, bro. This is right here. I got some after the show to show you, but that shit fuego.
And then we got
somebody in Atlanta. Who that?
Is Jerron Wolf Mr. Special Feature the same person?
Yeah.
We got Mr. Special Feature.
That's Atlanta.
Yeah, Ness, what's up, fellas? Good morning. I agree with you, Ness. Like, first off, we need this fight to happen. But I agree, they should do a press city tour, and they should go to their hometowns, especially when this fight is happening. It's right in the middle of the football season. Have Spence go to a Dallas game, first announce it somewhere, then go do something at the Dallas game. Crawford is from Nebraska. Have him go. Nebraska plays on national TV every week. Have him go do something at the game like the coin toss, do an interview at halftime. And I really think it's Floyd, really, because he got people thinking if you lose, that's the end of your career. So people really scared that the fans of Crawford and Spence are scared for them to fight because they know one of them is going to have a 1 behind their name and not an O, and they think that's going to be the end of their career. But it's not. It's how they bounce back from the loss. And this possible trilogy that could be an all-time great trilogy if we would just get them in the ring. But that's my call.
Appreciate that. Honestly, I've been saying it the weekend prior. I feel like both guys should be at the fucking Cowboys versus Packers game. Terence Crawford is a Packers fan. He's not from Wisconsin, but he's a Packers fan, and it's not like there's an NFL team in Nebraska anyway. And then Errol, obviously being from Dallas, being a Cowboys fan, like, that's a big opportunity to promote. That would be literally the Sunday leading into fight week.
You know, it's funny. There was this whole hashtag blame Bob. Shout out to Bad Girl TKO that says, this is the works of Al Heyman. They trying to emulate a watered down Floyd versus Manny. Make people wait to get the most. Can't blame Bob. Hashtag. I'm going to say she meant all hail Bob Arum, not hail Bob Arum.
We got a new caller from Danny's neck of the woods.
Shot Town.
Yo, next, what's good? My bad. This is Kentrell from you always ask me, I'm from Arizona. I'm out of the country right now. I'm in Iceland now. The question is, can Crawford beat Errol Spence, right?
Yo, you check. Go to Hellenia's gym, man. Ain't he from out there? I think. No. That's the dude with the K that we interviewed.
Wait, Hellenia's from Helsinki?
No, Hellenia's from Helsinki, but there's another one. There's a heavyweight from the. I'm gonna find him out. I got his WhatsApp. Go ahead. I'm sorry. We lost him.
He's still there.
Iceland signal no good.
Iceland, what up?
Nah.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right, my bad. I'm getting ready to board my plane. This is Kentrell from Arizona, but the question is, can Errol Spence beat Bud? I mean, can Bud beat Errol Spence, right?
Nah, there wasn't really a question. It was more just discussing what the legends' predictions over the fight was, and then, sub-debate was whether or not this fight deserved to have more than a two-city press tour.
Absolutely. This is the biggest fight to make in any, sports right now. Absolutely. They should go, to, they need to get the English fans. They need to go worldwide with this tour. And they need to make it I say a trip now. I don't want to see Bud beat him 3 times, at least 2 times. You know what I mean? Because Bud's going to put him in the dirt. So, but yeah, they definitely, this fight is huge. I got to go.
All right, brother.
All right,
Take it
bro.
easy.
Safe travels.
Safe travels, my friend.
And
Safe travels.
Helenia is actually from
Here he
Stockholm,
goes.
Sweden.
This one is, the one I met is Kolbeinn Christensen. Let me find you his nickname. He's from Iceland. We've interviewed him, man. We was doing a lot of Zooms. So they just announced Big Baby's back, bro. He's gonna be fighting in
I don't know if this Mr. Haney himself. Just say iPhone.
On what?
Zoom.
Yeah, that's Haney.
All right. Admit him to the room. Give me just a second, Mr. Haney.
So Kolbeinn Christensen, 12-0 heavyweight. He's from Iceland. Let me just screen share this. We've interviewed this guy, so next time you see him, remember, we put you on him.
Can you hear us, Mr. Haney? Maybe not. He can't hear us. I'm going to ask him to start video.
Is he sparring? Oh, this with Fury? Oh, shit. He in camp with Fury? Uh-oh. Damn, Brandon, get on it. Oh, he signed to Mark Taffet? Look, Mark Taffet Media. What the That's crazy. Look at Crump. Great meetup.
All right.
Now I wonder.
We got Mr. Haney on the line.
Bill, what up? I don't think he could hear us, Bo, because he walked off. You hear us, Bill? Oh shit, he walked off.
Yeah, he can't hear us.
Can you hear us now,
Bill? We looking at the sky.
Bill Haney.
There you go. He's sitting down.
He's sitting down. Bill, you hear us? You hear us? Nah, we don't hear him.
He cut his video. Oh well.
We don't hear him.
We'll keep working in the background.
We'll work in the background. Yo, so what you think of Tyson Fury sparring my man from Iceland with no headgear? They in here. You think this was body sparring, this picture, or was this sparring?
Probably up.
I heard something.
BH, can you hear us?
He figuring it out. I see him muting and unmuting, and he gonna get it in a minute.
Okay.
I don't really like that jab.
Yeah, hello.
Hey, Bill, what up?
Came in hot.
What's happening, man? Can you see me or no?
Nah,
we could see you.
You cut your camera off. You was on, but you cut it off.
I just asked you to start video again one last time. There we go.
Damn, Fury out here working, bro. Look, 6 days ago he got work with Martin Bacoli.
You got to talk to Bill, Ness.
I'm just still.
No problem. But I can't see you guys.
Oh, it's all good though. We see you and so do the public. We'll figure that out. But you're good. You can watch it on the YouTube though, or on the playback, Bill. But what's up, man? How are you?
Man, listen, man. First of all, I always like to say, come in and greet everybody and tell everybody good morning and best wishes to the boxing voice, the voice of the people. Ness, Danny, and Bo, you guys always are doing a great job delivering the message. Yes, sometimes, people, aren't up early. I'm up all the time, so like I said, I'm a big fan of the show and what you guys are doing. But one thing that we should do is it's a good time in life to be thankful for what we got and not complain about what we don't got. And we don't have those tremendous fighters, those two warriors, those two, I think, I don't know if Spence is a has he won belts in 2 different divisions or not? Because I know Crawford has.
No, just welterweight.
Just welterweight.
Okay. But yeah, but 2 extraordinary talents, you know what I mean? And when we get there, we're gonna get there. But one thing that we do have is we have history being made once again with Devin Haney in Australia. And I don't want it to be undermined or or swept under the rug with a lot of things that we don't have. Devin is doing something historic, and George Kambosos has raised his hand. We're not hearing a lot from George Kambosos right now. I think one of the themes, because he tends to take different themes in his life that kind of replicates certain movies. I think everyone noticed that he was identifying going with the 300 aspect as motivation. I think now it's Rocky Balboa. I know that George is going to come. He has everything, against him now. He's once again the challenger, and he's gonna find some way to come and make it a good fight.
Bill, man, I gotta stir the pot here, man. Somebody sent me a clip of you calling Loma White Jesus. Why do you think Lomachenko is White Jesus?
Well, and it's in all fairness, you know what I mean? That's something that's of course he's not Jesus, you know what I mean? And we don't want to poke fun at anyone that's like I say, Christian or I'm a Muslim and I believe in Jesus as well. So that's just something that was a joke, and it was kind of like taken out of context. One of my good friends, he refers to him as White Jesus because he's did some kind of savior or some kind of stuff. I don't know. He would have to explain it. So I made a reference to him. That some people say that Devin is Black Jesus. You know what I mean? But those are just whatever.
So does
just boxing talk.
I mean, is that like code for savior of the sport? Savior of boxing?
Well,
resurrector. I mean, look, Danny's making faces, but I mean, when you talk of Jesus, you got to stick to religion.
No, I know that's why he said.
Yes, and I'm saying is that some believe in what he has done with similarities to Jesus in the sense of resurrecting and doing all those things. I won't act like I don't understand what the reference was. You know what I mean? But how can we talk about that? Let's get back to the fact that there's an undisputed fight in Australia, October the 15th, here in the United States, October the 16th, and in Australia. And let me make this clear that George Kambosos asked for a rematch was something that Teofimo Lopez didn't do. George Kambosos is a hell of a fighter. Jojo Diaz is a hell of a fighter. Jorge Linares was a hell of a fighter, and Gamboa was a hell of a fighter. I don't take anything away from Lomachenko. I don't take anything away from Tank Davis. I know that it's something special about Devin Haney that's different. It always has been, and I've been very consistent in saying that. So, like I said, it's going to be a great fight, man. You know what I mean? We can't necessarily write the fight off in terms of what happened in the last fight because Devin is constantly growing. I know that George Kambosos is even hungrier. You would think so. He has everything to gain and nothing to lose. He's a man with his back against the wall, and definitely I want to come by to the boxing voice, the voice of people, especially in the morning, and let them know what's happening for real.
Bill, I gotta ask. We've seen Devin in the gym for a bit now. The fight's a month and a half out still. How are you seeing Devin this time around, this camp around? I know you guys are up there in the Bay right now at Snack.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. We're here in the Bay. I would have loved to have come out, with you guys and came in. How was your grand opening?
It was great. We uploaded the show this morning.
Oh, good, man. Yeah, so we're right here. Yeah, we're right here in Snack, and just getting ready. And Devin is, like I said, he's 23 and he's getting better. He's just getting better and better. You know what I mean? He hasn't reached his peak, and it's exciting to see.
Now I know you guys are getting some working out there with a young kid Kane from Sacramento. How's that been, Bill? I got the chance to watch him spar out here in Vegas, and he looks phenomenal. How has that been?
Oh, Kane is a tough guy. You know what I mean? He's from up our way up north. You know what I mean? So it's always a pleasure to give him some work. You know what I mean? Let him see it on a world class level. That way he can go and, you know what I mean, get his game together. You know what I mean? He's a young fighter, and he's hungry. And yeah, you can expect some some good things from him. It's a great story. You know what I mean? The kid still has a job right now. You know what I mean? And he's fighting like that, and having a job, going to do, you know what I mean, a 9 to 5 every day. So you can only imagine what he can do, you know what I mean, if he's doing it full time.
Absolutely.
Coach, I wanted to ask about last night's sparring possibly. And if it wasn't last night, that's okay, because when we had him in studio, they said that you guys have gotten sparring before and they were looking forward to being brought back. They felt they did well enough that they would. I look on his Instagram and he was in the Bay yesterday with your fighter. Unfortunately, I don't remember his name, but I know his
Team
trainer's
Trouble.
Yeah, but what's his real name? Because I know the coach.
I think it's Samuel. I don't know the last
I know the
name.
coach more than the kid, but they
Yeah.
They were saying they were saying that you guys welcomed them before, and they got to get some work with Devin, and that they would love it again. And now I see on his Instagram that he was with Devin last night.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we bleed the Bay through and through. You know what I mean? We've made Vegas our home. You know what I mean? But it's not home to us. You know what I mean? The Bay is home to us. Oakland, San Francisco, Vallejo, Richmond, Sacramento. Even though Sacramento is the northern part of California, I mean, it's Northern California, but it's not considered the Bay Area. You know what I mean? We're still, I still have a place in my heart for everything up north. And to see these kids, and Trouble being one of them, I think he's headed to go spar with Shakur as well.
Yes, in Houston.
Yeah, in Houston. So, like you can expect some good things out of that kid as well. His father is and grandfather. They both have put their life, on hold to see this kid's dreams come true. So, like I said, that's another remarkable story. You got to look forward to seeing some big things out of him. Of course, the work is always good because, the young fighters like that, we see their path and the similarities of what we went through. You know what I mean? So it's going to always be good and appropriate. You know what I mean? Because you can learn and find something to do with anybody. You know what I'm saying? And him being an amateur, but having the heart of this as big as this house I'm in, he's, you know what I mean? You know, he gave us some work. He served his purpose, man. I enjoyed last night, and also I thanked them privately and now publicly.
That's what's up, man. Good to hear.
Samuel Castellano is his name.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, Bill, I gotta ask. I hope it's crossed your mind, but the rematch obviously being held in a very historic venue in the Rod Laver Arena. I gotta ask, Bill, have you thought about, like, wow, I may have to head back to Melbourne at some point with Sean, possibly playing in that same arena where the Australian Open is being held. You know, obviously we know Sean has had a successful and young and growing tennis career. So has that idea or thought crossed your mind?
Well, yeah, thank you for asking, though. Inshallah, that one day he will, God willing, be in that arena. But like I said, you know, for me, it's so historic that Devin is now the undisputed champion, and to defend the belts and to go back over there when, you know what I mean, I'm very conscientious of the fact that everyone whispered in my ear about watching out and be careful and you know what I mean, and do the things that, you know, now we have to go back and do those same things. And I'm just as much conscientious, and I'm very aware that George will come in, you know, winging it, making it a dirty fight. You know what I'm saying? Or trying to attempt to make it as dirty as possible. You know what I mean? So with all those intangibles, I remain to stay focused on the fact that it's George Kambosos. And then, of course, my family will probably enjoy the fact that it's in a historic tennis arena as well.
Absolutely.
I gotta ask, man. Everybody is here waiting for you to talk about the Doug Fisher shit. Like, we want to hear about the Doug Fisher shit. Like, well, first of all, I feel like it was very disrespectful, and obviously, you'll receive it in a certain way, and others will receive it as dick rotten because we have a relationship. But I don't think that a journalist has the right to say as much as Doug did, because you just not in the ring. Like, to win that title, it's only 8 men
in
that were able to do it, and to diminish and discredit it kind of sucks. But I wanted to know your thoughts on the back and forth between your son and Doug Fisher,
and obviously just Ring Magazine in general with that situation.
Well, understanding the business and then coming on, and that's one of my things I like to do. Like, I like to come and tell the people what's really going on in the business, because like Deontay Wilder pointed out, the boxing sport is a business, and whichever one you want to put before, but it's a sport and a business, or business and a sport. And I had a great conversation with Doug Fisher, and Joe, right? And
before or after?
After, right? And I understand the frustration that Dougie is going through, right? Because it's being interpreted that as if he makes the list. It's being interpreted as Ring makes the list, right? Ring has been the vehicle, and ESPN has been the vehicle for the sports news, right? The 8-person panel or 7-person panel that you can go on the ringratings.com and see that the 7 members that make up the list vote the way that they vote. But I don't feel that those 7 or have any more weight than Ness, Danny, or Bo. These are three guys. So I think publicly it's a great time, and I think that Devin is, and I told Dougie, I said, he's a kind of guy that's revolutionizing the sport in the way that the fans are getting a chance to see what's really going on. And it's platforms like the Boxing Voice that allow these things to happen. Doug, he pleaded his cases as saying, bro, I was very frustrated, and there was some things that I could have said. I mean, there's some things that I could, if I could have done differently, I would have. And I would have said, champ, you, in my opinion, is pound for pound, but it's a panel of voters, and you know what I mean? You keep fighting, and you're going to make it. Your future is bright, and so on and so forth. Well, that would be just like the last 7 callers that come on, right? That's what their opinion is. Should we give the 7 guys that are voting any more credence based on, we don't even know who they are. We don't know where they are in life. It's their opinion, and they have that job, fortunately. Just like the ESPN pound for pound ratings, they have a panel, right? And they come out with a list. They vote. But I think that in 2022, what's happened now, the consumers, being the fans, have understand now that they have a voice, and their list, whether it be Champ Side, whether it be Blue Blood, whether it be the Boxing Voice, is just as valuable and just as credible. Although their platform or their bullhorn might be louder, that doesn't mean it's more truthful.
No, I agree with that. My argument is I was taught undisputed was the highest accolade in boxing. Am I mistaken as a trainer? Is there another accolade that you know that trumps being undisputed in boxing?
Well, no, and that's what I spoke to him about, right? But once those are facts over feelings. The pound for pound list is feelings and not facts. There's no factual basis based on that, and that's what he was expressing to me, right? And right, so if you're a casual, right? What we say a casual, that you casually come by the sport and you don't really dive into it, right? And then, or you're a hardcore fan, or someone that's in the business, we want to look into what this process is. I fortunately got a chance to talk to the editor-in-chief of the Ring magazine. You know what I mean? But I knew him before.
But isn't Doug?
Doug?
Yeah, that's what he did. Yeah.
Doug. Yeah, Doug he's the editor-in-chief. You know what I'm saying? It's no different than Mike Coppinger, who I knew before he took on the job at ESPN, right? It's not Mike that does the list. It's not ESPN. It's not Bob Arum. I mean, and we have to place. And if you would like to take a look, you can go to the ESPN ratings, look down, and it'll show you.
Oh, we did that. We did that, BH, because we wanted to see. We had to see it.
And then the Ring, you did it with the Ring as well?
Honestly, we did not.
Nah, we ain't
and I
do it
didn't know that the Ring showed it, but we did do it with ESPN.
Yeah, the Ring does it as well.
Okay.
And if you showed the ESPN process, if you showed the way that they do it, then the Ring does it the exact same way.
Bill, I gotta ask, given that you have spoken to Doug since, did it come up? I was curious because obviously Lomachenko is on their pound for pound list at number 6. I'm just curious though, because they don't even have him the top lightweight. Obviously Devin is the Ring magazine champion, but he's not even the top lightweight. Did they say how is it different? Like, how are you not even at the top of your division, but you're in the pound for pound list?
Okay, so that's where I say just on this level is no different than the level that both Ness, and you are shooting at, right? When you cut it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you give it a chance, right? And then you say, Ness says, oh my God, this guy's unbelievable, right? And then he just cuts it, you're not, because it then becomes just, you understand that it's just an opinion, and you won't sway a person's opinion in one conversation.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So there's also the issue in the internet world that I don't know if Devin, I think Devin said something at the press conference announcing the George Kambosos rematch, and the internet went crazy, and it's like, oh, Devin's vacating after the fight. He's not going to fight Loma. Is it your belief that this is the last fight for your son at 35? Is it getting too difficult to make it? Does it look like 40 is more of a reality?
Like he's always said, you know what I mean, that the weight is not easy. You know what I mean? He gave me, you know what I mean, the reins to say, Pop, what do you think? Right? Look, obviously I look at him every day, and I see what's going on. I'm in I do the business. You know what I'm saying? So I know that it's been a bunch of playing around and motherfuckers ducking, fake fights. You hear Devin talking and mentioning people's names. You don't never hear the people mentioning Devin's names, but you went undisputed, you defend, and you're still waiting, right? So during that press conference, we let the world know that we're not the waiters. We're no longer the waiters, right? We're still hunting, we're still hungry, but, give us our respect as well.
Absolutely.
I was saying that if the people really want that Loma fight and Devin feels it's difficult to stay at 135, do it at 40. I know at 40 there's no belts. At 40 it makes it a little bit more difficult. Loma's never been there. Have you thought about that, or is it walk away from 35 and from that fight, or is it walk away from 35 and offer him an opportunity at 40?
Oh no, the best we entertain the best fights at 35, and we're going to entertain the best fights at 140 pounds, whoever that may be.
No, but I mean Loma specifically. Would you be?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Listen, absolutely.
Okay, so it's something that you guys would see if you can make happen at 40. Loma Haney.
Absolutely.
Do you think he would be willing, being as though what is that would be 26, 30, 35, 44 divisions for him?
Well, I don't know what he would be interested in doing or not. You know what I mean? Only thing that I know that Devin has been at 135 pounds his whole entire career. You know what I'm saying? So from a kid, so I don't know what Loma can do or he can't do. You know what I'm saying?
Bill, I have to ask, we just saw one of the 140-pound titles being fought for a week or two ago. Albert Puello came out with it. Did you or Devin happen to catch the fight? And if so, what was your thoughts on it?
I didn't catch the fight.
Okay.
I don't know. Who was it?
Albert Puello. He fought. He fought.
Trained by Bobby Santos. Used to be with Ishmael Salas. He's Dominican, undefeated. Sean Boxing, I think, promotes him.
No, I'm not sure. But I saw that Hendry.
Yeah, they both became champs on the same night.
Right, but I seen an interview, but it was in Spanish, so I didn't know what Hendry was saying. Did you see that interview?
You mean Hendry, the one that's trained by Ken, or?
Yeah, the one that's trained by
Henry,
Ken.
Or Hector Henry Garcia that beat Colbert.
No, I was talking about. I thought you were talking about two different people. I don't know that other guy.
You don't know the one that beat Colbert, but you know the one.
I know
trained
the one
by Ken.
Trained by Kenny.
Okay.
Who did it? But I don't know.
He just got a win. I didn't see his interview. Ken did share some highlights of the Montgomery brothers fight, but I didn't see the interview with Hendry. No.
But
yeah, I think Devin is going to be moving around with one of the Montgomery brothers.
Really?
Yeah, but we know them from a long time ago. Before I think Devin had just turned pro and they were still amateurs, I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, you're gonna bring in a Montgomery to work on like speed, like Devin chasing him or Devin moving because isn't he like I don't know 3 divisions or below because they 26 pounders, right?
Is he Malik Montgomery or something like that?
Yeah, isn't Malik 26?
I don't know. I know the Kenny. You know what I'm saying? Kenny be having some guys.
No, he got Malik Montgomery and the brother. It's two of them.
Yeah, Mike Hill. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. They look big as hell.
Maybe Malik is bigger than Michael.
Let me see.
No, but I know that if Kenny got him, you know what I'm saying. It's gonna be some. It's gonna be some work. It's gonna be something that, like I said, it's just like with Trouble. It's gonna be something that you can work on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You don't go in there and gotta kill nobody, or somebody gotta kill you to get some work in. You guys have seen Devin work.
Absolutely.
I got James Valdez, San Antonio, Texas. I've always appreciated the way you have allowed Devin to train and learn from various other trainers. My question is this: what trainer from the past would you have liked Devin to train under and learn from?
From the past that he hasn't already trained?
Yeah, I'm assuming someone that's no longer with us. Or just someone that you maybe haven't been able to put him with.
Eddie Futch.
Okay.
Legend for sure.
What was it about Mr. Futch that you
would have wanted Devin to get exposed to?
Well, he had the whole Detroit, the Detroit Midwest system. He had a couple of the best fighters in the world. Well, what he had, he had a lot of them, but who stands out most that Eddie had that I would think he had
Larry Holmes. He had Larry Holmes. He had Joe Frazier, Ken Norton, so Trevor Burbick.
Yeah, he had a bunch of them, man. But the person that I personally like and that told me all the great stories about him that I learned from is Mike McCallum.
The body snatcher.
Yeah.
BH, we've seen you bring in Mike and other legends before. Do you have anybody for this camp, for this fight, that you guys are bringing in just for some expert knowledge? Or
No. It's been pretty quiet on that. As far as that, we've seen George. We've been in the ring with him. It's the same guy, so we kind of know what we could have done better. You know what I mean? We know what he's done, what he likes to do. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? We got a good game plan.
I got Ruin 504 that says, "What's your opinion on pound for pound list?" But you kind of gave a thorough explanation on that.
But you know what I need to ask you guys, because I've heard, and most recently, it's even came out like just not from my friends, you know what I mean, or people that I respect, like Champside, who says, because if you watch that new interview that Dougie and they did, one of the gentlemen on there says that he doesn't believe the heavyweights should be on the pound for pound list as well. Is that what you guys believe?
That's something that's been pretty old in the sport. A lot of people don't put heavyweights in there, but I think that that doesn't make sense, right? Like, the entire basis of pound for pound is this guy and this guy. If they were the same weight, how would they do? So why are heavyweights excluded?
Right. Well, it's when you think about it, the way that the gentleman was describing it is that the heavyweights are the glamour. They already have the glitz and the glam and the heavyweight. Then it's everyone else that's considered the pound for pound, which to me didn't necessarily make sense. I believe that it's pound for pound the best, no matter what weight you're in.
Brandon in Houston says, when you heard the Wilder Hellenius was announced for the same date as Devin, what was your initial thoughts?
Well, that's for me, I try to always stay positive about it, and your initial thoughts, you know what I mean, might be alarming. You know what I mean? You want to always think that things are bad, and as I settled down into it, I knew that day was going to draw a lot of people to the couch to watch boxing, and as far as our peak, right, we're looking to peak good on ESPN. I think we peaked at 3 million homes the last fight, right? So as long as we peak where someone is saying, okay, let's go check out this Devin Haney as well. Let's Wilder, and you kind of like try to time it and one or the other. It's like watching two basketball games, on the same day, or 2 football games, I should say, and you like 2 teams on a Sunday, and you flip back and forth. I don't want to steal any fans. I want fans to enjoy both fights if they can.
Casual boxing fan. Besides yourself.
Ness. Hey, Ness.
Yeah,
hey, Ness, because as far as I know, with my TV, and I don't know, I hope with everyone else's, I'm not real techie, but I can record my fight on the ESPN at home and come home and watch it. So if you pay for Wilder's fight and then, it's a fight party and you say, okay, well, that's... Hello?
No, we hear you.
Yeah. So you say, okay, well, now let's watch Devin. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So, I mean,
Plus, ESPN is on demand, Bill. ESPN is on demand. So if you have the app, even if Devin's fight is on terrestrial ESPN, you still get the playback on the app.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
see, I didn't know.
It's always...
I'm not real. I know that our fight and what we doing now, all my friends that, that are locked up, all my friends, family, and all the people that we always tell Devin, talk about Devin, the fight on ESPN got everybody a chance to watch it, I'm saying? And I think the zone, I was out campaigning hard that you only had to pay $20 or $10 or something like that. But it feels good now to give the fight for free. So, to all the, Because it's like girls and stuff that got kids and older people, right? To bust them down for the 80 piece for me. When we turned down the money that we turned down, it just felt so much better to give it to them for free. And now you say that, because I said with the record, they can watch it. I just want them to be able to watch it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's important. And I think with the ESPN platform that we have now, it just works. It just works good for us. You know what I'm saying?
Bill, I wanted to ask, obviously, before you got out to Australia, Devin was with Zab Judah. Was Zab anywhere around? And how's Zab been? When's the last time you seen him?
Oh man, that's my cousin Zab. Man, Zab is always around in spirit, energy, and all the stuff. When Abba, they're so similar. You know what I mean? That's his son. That we felt Zab's presence. I always talk to him and stuff, but with his business ventures that he got going on and stuff like that. New family, kids, wife. We didn't see him during this camp. But we see him. During that camp, but we seen, when the camp is over with, and we going out, going to eat, party, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we always see that. We just didn't see him during the camp.
Okay, so after Australia, you physically seen him?
Yeah.
Okay. Is he looking good?
Who?
Zab.
What you mean looking good?
I'm just saying, man. Rumor has it he's gonna be fighting Logan Paul. It just hitting the scene, so not everybody knows. But I'm looking at it like, damn, is he
in fighting shape?
Is he big enough? Like Logan is a big boy, and Floyd was as good as Floyd was. And look, Floyd, he had to fight Logan. I was at that fight. That was a fight for Floyd. He thought it was about to be a little game until he seen how big Logan was.
I reserve the right to talk about that when I hear it from Zab. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. Well. Know this: if you talk to Zab and he confirm, you come back to me and let me know.
I'm telling you, want to talk. He need to come on the.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
Hell yeah. I've been, what's, because if that's your cousin, then, what's her name? Oh my God. Let me look it up. I've been asking her, but she don't even work with him no more, she said. Davina. You know Davina?
Nah. I remember the name. I don't remember the name. I would have to see the face.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what they saying, man. They saying, according to Jack Slack MMA, Logan Paul will return October 29th on the same pay-per-view as his brother versus Zab. If they do that, I like that shit. Because you know that could have been his own main event. If they going to put them both on the same, because it's also been rumored that Logan is fighting Anderson Silva.
Yeah, I don't think that. I don't think that that's going.
You don't think that's real?
Yeah, I don't think that that's real.
BH, I gotta ask. I know obviously you got there in
even
time
for that Logan Paul money, Bill. I mean, that's that Logan Paul. If Logan got Floyd out the bed, you don't think he gonna get Zab out the bed?
I don't know. I just don't know. I would have to hear it from Cuz. You know what I mean? I'd have to hear it from him. I don't know.
Shoot that text, Bill.
It's a different weight class. I don't think he's. No. You know, Zab was a small 47. You know what I mean? Floyd was along the lines of Floyd was a small 47. You know what I mean? But Floyd is a bigger 47 than Zab was. You know, so I don't know.
I'm being told that if you record the Devin fight on your DVR, whether that's your cable box provided DVR or your own TiVo DVR, whatever they call these days, it counts as a view for Nielsen's. But Bill, unfortunately, we got Zoom here, which puts you on a time limit, and it is going to cut you out in about 1 minute, so I don't want it to do it mid-sentence. Please give out your social media, and thank you, as always, for coming on.
Well, like I always say, you know, thank you for having me. You know, blessings to you guys, blessings to everyone in the chat.
Oof. Damn, Bo. At least he knows.
Yo, I really hope that fucking Jake or Logan Paul Zab Judah fight ain't true, man.
Why?
Bro, Zab was just in a coma 2 years ago from a fight.
Word?
Bro, what? Against a boxer.
It was Kim Selleck, wasn't it?
I forget who it was, but he was in a coma, bro. Hell no, I want to see that shit, bro. That's
in like a coma?
In a coma. Boy, he had a brain. Bro, Zab had a brain bleed. He no.
You did know that. It's just been a while.
I don't remember
but
that.
But he back. He been doing the stuff, his own events. He did.
Yeah, I seen that one in Bahamas. I wanted to go to that shit.
He with Flat Sparks and all.
And that's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying, Bo?
What up?
It ain't nothing other than what it is. That's my culture. I would be more willing to go watch a Zab Judah celebrity boxing event with some motherfucking Love and Hip Hop contestants in the Bahamas. Mm-hmm. That sounds more like my thing. You know what I'm saying? Versus going to Saudi to watch Fury and Usyk.
I mean, because you got promoters from the UK.
He was
they don't know
hospitalized 2019 for
then
the
over
brain
here
bleed.
we got top rank. I mean, we got Bob Arum. He like 99 years old, legend in the game, but he not gonna be able to tap into nothing that we got going on in this culture anyway. No offense. We got a few callers still.
Let's go to them.
All right, so Jay Will
in Ohio.
Let me make sure this is him because it is Ohio number. Let's see. Is that you, Jay Will?
Yo, Ness, can y'all hear me?
Who is this, Jonathan Sims or Jay Will?
That's Jonathan Sims.
Just Jay Sims, but I did send a counterpunch, I mean, a second one.
You good.
So, we good?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ness, you good? All right. Before I start, I know I'm being timed, but before I start, just a little topic that y'all may want to think about. And I presented this to the back call. Out of Errol and Bud, who do you guys think can handle the loss? And who do you think is in better position to bounce back from a loss? But the reason why I called back in is, A, I appreciate your efforts, Ness, but I'm not in accounting. I'm in operations and supply chain. I work with accounting and finance, and I have brokered tens and $100 million deals for companies such as Mercedes, Campbell Soup. So yes, I have sat in the boardrooms and been an SME, subject matter expert, negotiated Incoterms, brokerage accounts, and things of that nature. So yes, I kind of do have an insight on how this should go. So my question to you guys is, what do y'all think the budget is? And then from there, we can break down.
Nah, bro, you the one sat in all the fucking meetings. Tell us. You give us the budget, because you also said it ain't enough money to barely pay them. So how we going to have money for a press conference? So you know the budget, not us. You shooting it.
Well, I don't. I'm just going off my experience and like the guy who you brought in from HBO who broke things down. And what we do know is there's some discrepancy in the money that Bud is asking for versus what Errol accepted. So right there, we know that it's kind of hard to do other stuff when the budget just for paying the fighter has an impasse. Then from there, I agree with a 5-city tour, but is it feasible? I think 2 makes sense, right? Like you said, 1 in Texas, 1 in Nebraska to build up the fight. So like Bill just said, boxing is a business. You have to think business. If you don't want to go that strategic route, then there's no point in talking, because it's a business, then it's a fight. So I don't have all the answers. I'm just going off what I've learned from TBV, guys like Trill Bill and stuff like that. And just business-wise, we have to think logically. And that's why I say start with a budget. Let's just create a budget and work our way down from there.
I just don't see how not promoting and using the word logic in the same sentence works. Like, if you want to sell a fight, that's our whole argument is you saying one thing and me saying the exact opposite. And the point of that is, if you want to sell a fight, you have to promote a fight. Like Yeezy sent me an email today.
Absolutely.
The new 350s came out. That's their version of a fucking press conference. If I don't get that email, if I'm not subscribed, I don't know that a new shoe came out, man. What don't he get? They got to get out there and promote.
And we've already seen that the Zoom promotions don't work.
They don't.
So if it don't work on video, guess what?
Listen, it ain't gonna work. That's what they don't get, because they stupid. This is what I'm saying. And I ain't talking about him. I'm talking about the promoter. The promoter don't understand that if he don't make us happy, that shit ain't going nowhere. Who's gonna talk about it? Who's gonna put it on their platform? Where is it gonna get some shine? You understand? Like, ain't nobody show me the Zoom, Fight Hype and Fight Hub, because they have the audience to just upload
but even
the
still,
Zoom
even still, if you compare it to
a real one, it ain't the same.
To their in-person press conferences, it is not the same. And
plus,
on top
think
of
about
that,
the content. Think about the content that you get when you at a press conference, Danny. Like, you don't only record the Zoom or live press conference. After that's over, you get individual interviews.
Before, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is getting interviews. And on top of that, like I said, bro, if it's a big fight like this one in trash, so what the fuck you gonna do? You gonna push your computer screen back? Like, you can't push the motherfucker. You can't even, like, the trash talking not gonna be the same. Motherfuckers can't even size you up. You ain't getting no pictures. What you gonna do, a screenshot?
They should have learned from the Broner one. When the minute that he walked away and it was over and they had no control, and they seen that, like, God damn, we just fell. He made us look like shit, so much so that he had to come back and apologize another day. That right there should have been the signal. We can't do this.
Well, look,
because we're not in control.
And I understand that for the longest they were doing it because of the pandemic, but
they trying to ride that fucking. They riding the shit out that wave, boy. Pandemic been the fuck over, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that, but no, I get what you're saying, though. Obviously, the world is back open and everything is still being, I'm not going to say ran as normal, but pretty fucking much, right?
Pretty much.
So I get what you're saying. I have, honestly, like, zero concern. I know that you've gotten a bit riled up, but, yeah, like, I have zero concern of this not having. You get what I'm saying? Like, if this doesn't have a press tour, to me, that'd be, like, one of the biggest shocks.
And I get it. But you're taking a safe route. Let's be clear. I distinguish this needs more than 2. Would it get 2? I'm sure. New York and LA, 2 cities that neither of these motherfuckers is from. 2 cities that don't need to be told about the fight. Like,
well, at the end of the day, and see, and I get what you're saying. I don't believe, right? I don't believe in that you necessarily have to do a press conference in their cities. I do believe that you have at least the individual have an event. You get what I'm saying? And here's why, right? History shows us that you go where the numbers tell you, right? Mayweather McGregor, they didn't go to fucking Grand Rapids. They didn't go to fucking Ireland. You get what I'm saying? They went to New York. They went to Los Angeles. They went to Toronto, and they went to London. That's what the numbers told them for that fight. If they go to Dallas, would I be surprised? No, I wouldn't be bothered. None of that. Obviously, Dallas is a huge market without Errol. Like, Dallas in itself is one of the large U.S. markets. So Dallas makes sense regardless. But we all know L.A. and New York are the biggest. I wouldn't be mad. If I feel like if you do Dallas, you have to do Omaha. I don't know that Omaha logistically and financially makes sense. Like I said, you still do something with them there, though. You still do something with them there. Like, Errol not coming to sell in Omaha. He coming to sell in Dallas.
Yeah, but you still got to. That's what I'm saying. They don't know how to promote. They stupid. How am I going to take the fighter who's in a fight and not show his hometown the opponent? Not give them a show. Not have them jawing at each other to get them riled up. Remember, when you first start, it's your city that has your back. It's your local laundromat that is sponsoring
and I'm not like disagreeing with like your logic. I'm disagreeing with the history. Like, bro, the biggest fights, they wasn't taking them to their hometown. You know what I'm saying? Mayweather, cool. Canelo, you went to New York.
But you can't compare those two guys. The personality of Mayweather, Canelo not only supersedes these two,
but you do have to compare it because you're calling it a super fight. Super fights get the tour run. So
well, that's why I'm trying to establish a tour, Danny, because they need the attention. Mayweather and Pac, don't you get it? They were doing pay-per-view 5, 6, 7, 8 years before they met.
And that's why they didn't have to. And that's why they didn't.
They didn't what?
Mayweather Pacquiao didn't have a press tour.
At all? I don't think so.
I'm like 95% sure.
Maybe you're right, because at that time there was lawsuits. Maybe they were mad at each other, but that sounds weird.
November.
Actually, you might be right, because I was about to say I went to the Pacquiao in New York, but that was actually Chris Algieri. I don't know, man.
November 12th is my prediction, Danny. You hit it on the head a few months ago.
I actually said the 19th.
But you were speaking of the Cowboys, Packers, and kind of putting it around.
That's the 13th, right?
Right.
Yeah.
The 12th is the day. Well, so yeah, it had to be the following week.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Like, fight week, in America, right? Because America's always want to be different. Starts Sunday. The week starts Sunday. Right. You start that shit. Is that in Green Bay or Dallas?
Green Bay.
Yeah, I mean,
shout out to Canelo, man.
Lambeau Field is
no, you know what? I think it's even better, and I'm not saying better than the venue, because I 1,000,000% I fucking hate Green Bay.
All right.
But the reason I say it's better for the promotion purpose is because at least it's a neutral location. Like, yeah, Bud is a Packers fan, but he ain't from Wisconsin. So at least it's a neutral location. But, bro, if they do that, that shit would be fucking huge. Have them face off at the 50-yard line during halftime.
Yo.
That's going to be America's game of the week. I guarantee it. I already know it.
Be more than the game of the week.
How much does something like that cost, man?
What?
Like, is the NFL, are those teams like, man, I ain't doing that shit?
I mean, it just depends. Like, obviously, Jerry has a taking to Errol. Clearly.
And the Packers rock with Bud.
And the Packers definitely rock with Bud. I don't know to the level. But now
you got to get them both to agree.
I'm tuning in.
I mean, yeah, you would have to get them both to agree, but that's what I'm saying.
And television is involved now, because now you need TV time for the face-off. That's something that wasn't part of the originally scheduled program.
I mean, what do you need? 10, 15, 30 seconds? But you're right.
On television, terrestrial, that shit is billions, millions.
Definitely not billions, but
millions. Yeah, no, that's why I went back to millions.
You're right. You're right. I hear you. But regardless, social media is a motherfucker. So if you get them there, you're gonna have 80, 90,000 people in attendance already. You get what I'm saying? And the thing on top of that too, as much as I hate to say it, bro, it's like that market would literally be a bunch of weirdos that would probably tune in because they're so diehard. Like that specific market is so diehard that the people that are there in person be like, oh, okay, he's a Packers fan. Oh yeah, let me see what's the Terence Crawford? He's a cheesehead himself. Yeah, bro, they going for sure, bro. All them Packers fans is weird, bro. Like Bud probably the first Packers fan I met that ain't weird to me, bro. Like,
I can tell.
And this girl I dated,
Chicago Bear bias coming all out. We got Christian in Miami on the line though.
Yeah, so I think you do it the 19th, bro. Do it the 19th. You get fucking Errol to do shit in Dallas. You get Bud to do shit with the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Promote the shit out that fight. And you said we got Christian in Miami?
I'm hearing they didn't have a press tour. Danny's right, but they had a big joint announcement on ESPN, Mayweather and Pat.
Okay.
So you got to do something like that. You got to do something big, man. You know? You can't just, hey, we're having this fight and expect, like, oh, it's about to go down. But you got somebody from Miami.
Yep, Christian.
Ronaldo.
Hey.
What up?
Hey, good morning, fellas. I want to say congrats to the deal with the casino. That's definitely big ups. I wanted to tell you guys, like, Ness, what do you think is the state of boxing right now when it comes to pay-per-views? Because PBC is quick to throw out a lot of pay-per-views like Ortiz and Ruiz. You also got Wilder and Helenius. Why are they kind of hesitant to make the Bud and the Spence fight? Like, do you think that they're really trying to maximize as much money as they can get? Because
I just
if
think
you look
that,
at the pay-per-view numbers for the PBC,
I just think it's Bud, bro. Like, Bud hasn't done business with Al, so you asking a person that's never done business with someone to believe and trust in him that your money's gonna be on the back end when he's so used to getting his money on the front. It's just that simple. I don't think it's any more difficult than that. Ain't no PBC fighters other than like Wilder and big ass names making 7-figure double digits, or making, you know what I'm saying, like 5 million, 4 million, 6 million. Ain't nobody getting that on paper. Ain't nobody getting that.
And I feel that
can't nobody send
they gotta make these fights
purse that he made for. None of them dudes, man. None of them dudes are saying that on paper. Wilder, yes.
I was also gonna say that. I'm sorry.
You go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no. I was gonna say it as well. Is don't you think that this fight is also putting everybody on the waiting list? Like, you got everybody. Boxing to me now is just a waiting game.
That's because they want it to be.
If these big fights don't happen quickly, everybody's on cue. Everybody's just waiting, sitting on the bench. And that hurts the sport to me.
Yeah, but that's on them, though. That's the problem. Everybody wants the big fight. But, if you fight each other, shit, the big fight gonna come.
I mean, it's the promoter, though, because you hear Keith doing multiple interviews saying, I ain't been sent no contracts. That means they using me as a fall guy. That means if Bud don't fight Earl, I'll fight him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't them.
But Keith, no.
Anytime they put a mic in his face, he say he want to fight.
Motherfuckers got to take control, bro. Motherfuckers got to take control. Make sure that contract set up right. Make sure, like, they saying that the promoter worked for the fighter. Make sure that's the fucking case.
Mm-hmm. Who next?
Harlem World.
Let's go.
Harlem World, you better be from Harlem with a name like that.
Of course. Every time I call in, Ness always told me, who this from the BX? I don't know what that is. But
Ness gave me the list, so it's all good now. We're going to recognize where you from properly.
All right. I don't want to be the one breaking the news. I don't know if y'all want to, but on the YouTube channel, The Boxing Voice, y'all first interview in the win is already up with Joe Joyce, and I'm waiting for this show to end so I could go watch it. But another dumb quick question. If this fight went to decision, Terence and Errol, who y'all think will win in that? If we know it was going to decision.
Shit, man.
That's all I got, though.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be close. I mean, obviously, both gentlemen have had some tough matchups. You know, the infamous Terence Crawford moment in his last fight with Sean Porter where he's told, you know, in between rounds, like, you're down on the cards, and he came back to get the knockout. So he wasn't down on any of the official scorecards, but and then obviously we've seen Errol have, you know, some good but close fights with guys like Sean Porter where, you know, the scorecards weren't necessarily the widest. So I think it would be, I mean, that fight is so 50-50 to me. You know, whether it be a decision, whether it be a stoppage, I could see it, you know, any which way for real. Who we got next, Bo?
I just wanted to say, off record, Ness, I see your list, and I see Supermax up next, but I seen Blind Man Brad's name on there. I forgot about Blind Man Brad. Brad, I want you to call in if you listening. I know you don't watch boxing, you know, Blind Man Brad, hence the name. I want to know what you think about Jerron Boots Ennis. What you think about him? What the people saying? What it got you feeling? I just want to
call him, Bo. You got the number,
man. All I needed was permission. Anyway,
hit him up.
We
see
got
what's up.
Supermax on the line.
Where the fuck you been at, Blind Man Brad?
Yo, what up, Ness, Danny, Bo?
What up?
What up?
Yo, I just want to make a correction. The Packers don't really rock with Crawford like that. We saw this little clip where he had to buy his own ticket, sit in the nosebleeds, and nobody recognized him. When Errol come to Dallas, he's on the sidelines, he's in the locker room. People know who Errol is. And fuck the Packers anyway, so. But that's a great idea, Danny.
So hold on, cause I know for a fact I seen Bud on the sidelines in Lambeau.
He finished his statement with F the Packers, so obviously you can't consider nothing he just said as true or nothing.
Nah. Supermax don't be lying.
Yeah, fuck the Packers.
He lied then.
Oh damn!
You just said you seen him on the field,
and he was in the crowd,
and he said he seen him in the nosebleeds. Who telling the truth?
Go ahead, Supermax. Kick.
There's a clip. The clip's out there. But anyways, now that is a great idea, though. Just barring like crazy weather, I don't know how bad it really gets in Wisconsin in November. But that's a beautiful idea. The only thing was
there's jackets.
A lot easier to pull off. I feel like
there's jackets that they could.
But I'm saying
that they could buy, bro.
The hesitancy would be, the game is on Fox. So if the game was on Fox and the fight's on Fox, I think that's a no-brainer. Same with if it's on the games on CBS and the fights on Showtime.
I mean, Terence.
So I just don't know.
Terence was fighting on ESPN, but fucking Top Rank set up to where, you know, he could be on the sidelines in Green Bay for a team that gets broadcasted on Fox.
Come on now, Danny. ESPN is the worldwide leader in sports, bro. Football is one of the biggest sports. One of the biggest.
Right. So why would it matter if it's not on Fox?
That's apples and oranges because you're talking about Fox and Showtime promoting a fight. That's not ESPN. ESPN is a sports network geared towards sports. Of course, they're going to send somebody out, man. But and besides that, we just need that fight to happen. I don't care. I'm tired of waiting. My big thing is shout out to one of my favorite fighters who ain't scared to take losses, take challenges, take risks. Ness knows what I'm talking about. So for the rest of y'all whose favorite fighters scared to catch a loss today, who can bounce back better? I heard somebody say who can bounce back better. That's the problem. My favorite fighter coming off the loss in a bounce back and still wanting to jump up and take one of the biggest challenges in boxing. I'll let Ness spoil that if he wants. I'm sure it'll be a show topic. But hey, guys, you guys are killing it, man. I'm excited to watch the show from the casino. My big thing is I really hope we get this fight so I can come out and see you guys. We can do this appreciation night. But fuck the Packers, fuck the Bears, and especially fuck the White Sox. You see how my ass
fuck you.
Put that ass whooping on them.
Bro, y'all some drummer boys, bro. Y'all some drummer boys, bro. Y'all some drummer boys, bro. It's all right.
Still my guy. You still my guy, bro.
All right. Anybody else?
Of course. We got Stonebone.
What up?
What's
the deal? Man, I'm glad we got one historian on the panel, man. Shout out to Danny. He know what he's talking about. Not only was he on the sideline, he done been in the locker room invited.
Bro,
him and Aaron Rodgers was real close.
Bro,
He's been in the locker.
Look, it took me 2 seconds. It took me.
Bud standing right there in the tunnel. Aaron Rodgers walked up and they sat there and talked for a minute while he's walking out to start the NFL game. Live on the show, they're watching Aaron Rodgers talk to the little short black dude with the Green Bay hat on. That was Terence Crawford. All of this nosebleed seat shit. And come on, man, you talking about millionaires, bro. These are, even if they ain't real friends, they always go communicating back and forth. Aaron Rodgers tags Bud.
Look,
all kinds of shit.
Watch this. Watch this.
I would be at the Errol versus Bud fight.
Yo, look, watch this. The shit that Top Rank did with him, which I sent to you, Ness. They had him on the fucking NFL pregame show, Monday Night Football. They had him on the fucking pregame show with Randy. Like, come on, champ. But to be fair, that was on ESPN. But come on, they ain't fucking with you. But they got you on the sidelines. They got you in the team meeting where they watching your fight promo for Amir Khan. Come on. If Bud in the stands, it's because he with the people, bro. Don't act like he ain't had that sideline pass, like they wasn't pushing the shit out. Come on, man.
Yeah, they want to be little Earl Spence fanboy haters, man. Look, Earl got a relationship.
And I hate the Packers. I'm a Bears fan. Fuck the Packers. Lambeau Field could burn.
Let's celebrate both of them. Let's celebrate them both having a relationship and then lining up with what Danny's saying, man. Instead of trying to be like, no, one guy got a relationship.
What you hearing though?
Nosebleed seats. Like,
what you hearing though?
Huh?
What you hearing though?
Well, man. I've been trying to hear something, man, but I'm about to go. I'm about to take my ass to Omaha, man, and go. I'm about to go in the gym. Like, man, I'm with the boxing boys. Tell me something, motherfucking Bernie Red. I'm about to pull up on these things, man. They have to tell me something, man. I feel like they know something, man. I feel like something happening. I just need to know. I need to be there and look niggas in their faces. If not, think I'm like, man, ain't nothing going on, man.
Because
we say that real good.
I went to one heavyweight and we see Fury in 3 different pictures in a week span sparring with my heavyweight from Iceland and Joseph Parker. So, I believe he's getting ready for his fight with Usyk. A fight that's going to be announced.
That's what I want to see.
Like Earl and Bud. I think Dale.
That's how I knew he was fighting Kell Brook. Once I seen the people that was around the gym, I seen them body types. I said, okay, that's true. Mm-hmm. When I saw Breadman dude there looking like Porter, I said, damn, he fighting Porter. Mm. What's the one that David Benavidez fought? He was there. Damn, what's his name, man? Bud dropped him in sparring too, though, man. Damn, what's that dude's name, man? He's with Breadman. He fought David Benavidez at 68, but he really like a 60 or 54 pounder. Is it
Kyron
I can't
Davis?
think of his name right now. Is it Kyron Davis? Yep, there you go, Kyron Davis. All right,
he had a good fight with Davis.
Hey, but they right, though. Both of them right. I'll catch y'all later.
All right. We got Brandon in Cincinnati, a.k.a. the AJ of Trucking.
Yo, Ness, Danny, Bo, Michael, what's good? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing on this topic, man, but let's just chill out with the Packer slander. That go for you, Danny, and
man,
Superman.
I'm going to tell you like I told Terence Crawford to his face in Atlanta. I'm going to tell you like I told Terence Crawford to his face in Atlanta. Fuck the Packers, yo. Fuck wrong with you?
Yeah, all right. Well, we going to have to take 10 paces and draw. And shoot it out. I ain't trying to hear that, especially not from Superman. Stephen A. Smith has got promotions off the Cowboys and they fuck-ups and him clowning them, so how the fuck can a Cowboys fan shit on the Packers? We at the big game every year damn near. So, yeah, let's just stop with all this Packer slander. But y'all have a good one, man.
You too.
All right.
Man, fuck the Packers. Fuck the Cowboys too, goddammit.
It's a football show now, and there's just 2 days in a row that, you know what I'm saying? Yesterday was Super Bowl, and today is...
Oh, next!
We got N.O. from the N.O.
Yo.
What's out?
What's happening? You heard me?
Say, bro, this an interesting topic, bro. I mean, if Spence win this fight, bro, I mean, he an instant Hall of Famer. That's how we gotta look at it, and that's when you the underdog and you win the undisputed championship of the world. After everything that done happened, I don't know, bro. Where y'all put him at? He got to be in your top 5. Gotta be, right? To come back from a catastrophic injury. First fight back, fight down, then beat Uga, the guy that beat the great Manny Pacquiao. Manny Dabadran Pacquiao. And then he beat the pound for pound king, Terence Crawford, with everybody saying he the underdog. Everybody say he the underdog. He went. I don't know, bro. Cause, I mean, we could talk about Leonard Hearns and all this and all that. Them dudes with 50-50 fights. This an underdog beating the pound for pound king after all that. I don't know, but that can be one of the biggest wins in welterweight history, right?
So you picking Spence?
You picking
facts? Spence?
I'm picking Spence.
Okay, I can tell because you trying to big up the fact that he this quote unquote underdog. He's only like a plus 100. If you check any poll or anything like that, it's a 50-50 fight. He's not a true underdog like that. It's a 50-50 fight. Either guy could win.
What Mike Tyson said.
But I see you trying to. No, that was your Hall of Fame speech for Errol Spence right there, and it was good. I liked it. I liked it.
What James Toney said.
They just form a fight.
Everybody saying that Crawford gonna win the fight.
They don't make the odds.
So Spence is the underdog, right or wrong?
They don't make the odds.
Who you got, Boo? Who you picking?
Did they make the odds or not, right or wrong?
Boo, who you picking in the fight?
It's a 50-50 fight. I don't know who gonna win.
Who you leaning toward? Who you putting your money on?
I'm keeping my money in my pocket.
Cut it.
Bo, is that it?
I think that's it, fellas.
Are we all good on Soupies?
I'm about to refresh.
I doubt it.
I'm about to refresh.
Larry Smooth was the last, right? Nah. Who was last?
Jonathan Ramirez. Did you get to Bad Girl TKO? Yes, you did. And then Arley Loves to Dance. The $2 super chat said, why is Bud working with other promo companies? And then Larry Smooth, $5 said, ask Bill if they ever sent Tank a contract. Keep talking about all this ducking nonsense. Got to be a member of Patreon to ask the questions, champ.
True. Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us at 12 o'clock, Blue Wire, Win Casino.
Ringwalk Danny, Instagram and Twitter. We are the Boxing Voice on all social media platforms and anywhere podcasts can be found. Bo, where can they find you?
Bo Mason _TBV on Instagram and Michael.
Micah Jordan _ on Instagram.
Boom, we out.
Just like that.